it, and nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now before the moment flies.
All right, all right, all right. It is Sunday night. I am excited and I feel honored and blessed because of this day of celebration and yet advice from St. Kevin Samuels, who passed on about 3 years. It's been 3 years already. Already it's been 3 years since Kevin passed on, leaving a legacy of messages and insight and an example of how it is to be a man that is just an average man, but yet has done exceptional things. If any of us had just the opportunities to be the type of man that Kevin was, take advantage of them. If you have an opportunity to be an example to somebody, take advantage of it. If you have some wise words to share with the world, take advantage of it. If you have something that you want to write or a course that you like to create, or you just have somebody in your family that you want to be that male example to, take advantage of it, because that's what Kevin Samuels did. He didn't say that he was a perfect man. He was a man that battled cancer off and on. He was a man that had gone through 2 divorces. He was a man that had 1 daughter, and yet he moved from Oklahoma, living in parts of New York, living in parts of Texas, and then settled in Atlanta. So he wasn't around his family as much as he liked to be. But at the end of the day, Kevin Samuels gave all of us, men and women, something that we rarely have in today's society. And that's a positive example in spite of. I'll say that again. Kevin Samuels was a positive example in spite of. And we don't have that many examples, especially in our communities, of a man that lived his life and showed us an example in spite of what he had gone through, and still was an angel to bless all of us. So hopefully not just Kevin Samuels exist to bless our communities, but hopefully those of us who are continue on sharing positive messages continue on to bless our communities as well. Shout out to you guys being here. I'm glad that we all made it. We had 39 people in the building. Click that like button. You know we like you. Make sure that you like us too, because we already know
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oprah is coming next. Let me pour myself some bottled water real quick. Gotta have that agua. Shout out to you guys that are here. Appreciate you guys. We're going to listen to some excerpts of Kevin Samuels to the Passport Bros. Yeah, I said it. Some of us actually believe that Kevin had nothing to say to the Passport Bros. No, he wasn't around to say something directly to us, but a lot of his messages reverberate directly to how we carry ourselves as men that travel to other countries. So the Passport Bros, the expats, the Blue Book gentlemen, all of you guys that are part of the manosphere, we're going to get to the manosphere in a moment. All you guys that are part of the Passport Cartel and Passport Kings. Yes, even you ex-militaries and current military guys. can glean off of the messages that Kevin Samuels left and that we can use while we're in other countries or even before we leave to go to other countries. So yes, Kevin Samuels did leave a message to the Passport Bros. Let's get started first of all with cologne of the night, one of my favorite colognes, and that is Spice Bomb Extreme. Let me put that right there. Spice Bomb Extreme. You guys want to get that? I'm telling you, it's an excellent all around, all summer, all day, all night. It's a sexy cologne for men. It's a sexing cologne for men. Like if you're in that moment, yes, you want to have you some Spice Bomb Extreme on. If you're going out clubbing, if you're going to a library, you want to have on that Spice Bomb Extreme. Shout out to you guys. That is the cologne for the evening for you gentlemen. Oh yeah. Shout out to you guys being here. Let me get ready to get to these comments. And shout out to Professor, who's a new member right now in the building. Shout out to Professor. I'm glad that he's here.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Shout out to Professor.
Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Professor, being here. I always appreciate you, man. Whenever you are a guest or when you were on other people's panels, I always followed you. That's how I always knew about your story here in Colombia, as well as what you're doing with the firefighters in Mexico. So shout out to you, brother, for all that you've been doing for men abroad as well as in the United States. Shout out to my man Uriah for being a new member as well. Appreciate you guys once again.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a
With
beautiful,
you guys.
give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely.
Oh, it feels so lovely.
And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
All right, we got 56 people in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. Once again, these are messages from Kevin Samuels to the Passport Bros. These are not messages directly to the Passport Bros or expats or even ex-military guys, but these are messages that we can glean from, that we can grow from, that he catered to not just for men in the States to take advantage of, but those of us that are traveling to other countries looking for the three pillars of the Passport Bro movement: new lives, new laws, and new love. Those are the three pillars of the Passport Bro movement. That's what we're all looking for. A new lifestyle, meaning that it could be everything from a healthier life or new careers or buying property or a new culture. It could be different foods. It could be just seeing and enjoying the new landscapes. It could be anything that makes your life have more peace and at ease and blends with your routine. I'll say that again. A part of having a new lifestyle is, does that country blend with the routine of life that you've already established and you're looking to establish? That's the lifestyle that a lot of us are looking for. Number two leg of the Passport Bro movement is this, like I always say, the laws. Yes, guys, you will find love and lovely ladies in the United States, but that does not mean that you're going to find lovely laws in the United States. Yes, no matter how beautiful your woman is, at year 22 or year 2, she could tell you, baby, I don't think this is going to work out. And I want half of all that you've got. And I want alimony. And since we got a child now, I want child support. The laws are not set in the United States that are fair to men at all. Over 30% of all men that are paying child support, the courts have already deemed as not the father. And yet 30% of men that these ladies are trying to call deadbeat dads, well, 30% of those dudes that y'all calling deadbeat dads aren't even the father. That's why they're calculated of not being there, even though they're paying child support. They're not even the dads. Statistically, and court-ordered DNA tests have already proven this. So the laws aren't on your side, man. They're not. Then you go to number 3, the love, the ladies. Yes, there are some great quality women in the United States, but yet United States women only make up 4% of the women of the world. I'm going to say this again. The population in the United States only equates to 4% of all the people, including the women, on the planet. Guys, you have options. You do not have to put up with. You don't have to deal with. You don't have to tolerate. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. So the 3 legs of the passport bro movement that I use, looking for new lifestyles, looking for new laws, as well as looking for new love or ladies. So some of you guys don't fall in love with the ladies, but you still enjoy the ladies. Shout out to you guys being here in the building. Let's get to the super chats. My man Black Nubians always here. Them Canadian boys.
I told this guy where I'm from. He said, "Oh, Canada."
Them Canadian boys are at it again. Once again, we're celebrating Kevin Samuels, and we're going to be looking at some videos tonight, guys. So some excerpts of Kevin Samuels that many of you haven't seen yet, because a lot of guys basically haven't gone back that far. Kevin Samuels gave us 4 to 5 years of 100% male-centered content. Most of us only know about the content that he spoke to females that put him on the map. But he spoke to us for 4 years. So we have a library, a catalog of Kevin Samuels excerpts that will help you guys out if we just take advantage of his other videos. So all these videos that we're going to be looking at today will be centering and talking to us passport bros, blue book gentlemen, us gentlemen that travel to other countries, you ex-military guys or current military guys. Talking to all of us in regards to how we should carry ourselves in other countries or before we go to other countries. But I'm gonna give these shout outs in a few moments. Shout out to you guys being here. I appreciate you more than you realize. And we got my man, the Ultimate Warrior, my man in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Ultimate Warrior, let me know, where are you from? Where you originally from, brother? Let me know where you're from. Monk Mo activated. Like the Wonder Twins on the Super Friends, activate. Shout out to you. He said, I will catch the replay, OG. He said 404. Oh, you from the A, them Atlanta boys. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see if I got one from the A in here. Oh, here we go.
What you really know about the dirty South? What you really know about the dirty South?
What you know about that dirty South? That dirty South music. Shout out to you guys being here. All right, let's get ready with the shout outs of the brothers that were here early as well. Like my man Love W in the building, who is letting us all know. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. Also, Love W letting us all know, like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you also subscribe to Andrea Wales TV, Mostly Money TV, our other channels, as well as we're streaming live from Facebook. Shout out to all you guys that's watching from Facebook, as well as our other YouTube channel, Travel Unravel. We are live from there as well. Shout out to you guys. Now let's get started with my man LJ, the Southern Vegan, as well as a member. He says, what up? He said, what up, Dre? What up, Doe, to you, brother? In chat, he say RIPKS. Yes, miss his voice and presence every day. There are very few days and very few men that have had the impact upon my life the way that Kevin Samuels has had in such a short window. Not just the time period in which he spoke to women, but also especially those 4 years in which he spoke to me and all millions of other men and giving us advice on how to carry this thing and walk through this thing called life. So shout out to St. Kevin, like Obsidian would say. Shout out to King St. Kevin for all that he does on our behalf. And I can say, just like you gentlemen miss him, I miss that brother as well, as if he were an uncle or a cousin of mine or a really close friend. I miss him just as much as his best friend Jeff misses him as well. Shout out to my man Jeff, the OG, the style OG. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Kevin Samuels' Best Friends channel, who has over 1 million subscribers, the style OG, that's my man Jeff. He shows fashion for us dudes over 30, 40 years old. Shout out to my man David. He say the family, Andre and Andrea. Yes, Andrea is getting our food for later on. So she's doing that right now. My man Bobby, the 5'5" in the building. Shout out to you, Bobby, for being here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Avengers Assemble with my man Timothy Bright as well. Shout out to you and my man for Profit Store. He said, them Cleveland boys in the house. Yes, sir. On the countdown, man. Next month, I will be in Cleveland for a few days, hanging out with some of you guys. So I look forward to that, as well as seeing family when I get there. He said, them Cleveland boys in the building, ready for another great show from our favorite travel channel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my man Tevin King's in the building. Salute to everyone, and salute to you, kind sir. Salute to you as well. Timothy says, he said, amazing how a person's legacy is or was after death, and exemplary example. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Kevin Samuels, for me, I kid you not, reminded me of these two guys. I think I told you guys this story before. In my neighborhood, nothing but thugs, drug dealers, us wilding out, young kids, just Detroit, East Side Detroit, just wilding out, just being teenagers and watching the older heads become drug dealers and balling and shootouts and all that stuff, right? My best friend was Ramel Stallworth. Shout out to my man Ramel. Looked just like Isaiah Thomas. That's why the women just loved him, or the girls loved him. Looked just like Zeke, but he was a very humble dude. And he had two uncles that he lived with. In all the neighborhood being bad, they had the best, cleanest, pristine home in all the neighborhood. These were two black men that got up in the morning, and they had both, as brothers, purchased this house. And they would get up in the morning. One was an architect, and the other one was an investor. This is before day trading. He was an investor, right? And or a financial advisor. And nobody in their neighborhood wore suits other than, seeing dudes going to church, the deacons. So to see two black men on a regular basis, well-groomed, mind you, get into BMWs that nobody bothered among this chaos, I studied and watched those two black men. Part of my friendship with Ramel was that since I didn't have my uncles around on a regular basis, and I didn't have a father in the home, and I wasn't playing football at that time period, so I didn't have my football coaches, they became my example of what I want to be. And then they brought their girlfriends over. Oh my goodness. As a teenage young boy at the age of 16, 17, seeing two prominent black men with beautiful, gorgeous women, they set the example of why you see me to this day. I know how to wear a tie, several different knots, tie my own bow tie, wear a suit the same way that they did. I have no hesitancy of knowing how to dress sporty or professional, because that's what I saw. And for many of us, that's what Kevin Samuels gave us. He made us feel like there was nothing wrong to wear a suit on YouTube, to where there were very few, if any, men styling in professional attire. And Kevin will remind us that a suit is a uniform. It is a form of armor. Just like throughout history, there were always different forms of armor or military attire or uniforms. So it is with men that are projecting a particular image, and you might be wearing a suit. So now you've got guys like me that feel comfortable with it. You got other gentlemen like my man, I forget the gentleman's name. There's another travel OG. You got Dennis Sperling. You've got the lead attorney. You've got Medium Man. That these are black men that realize there is nothing wrong with enjoying professional attire on YouTube, as well as our casual attire on YouTube. Sometimes you see lead attorney's got his hoodie on. Sometimes you see Dennis Sperling, he's outside and he's got his just a regular everyday polo shirt on. Sometimes you see me in a Colombian soccer jersey, but we realize that a lot of what we learned about being professional on YouTube is because of what we learned from our brother Kevin Samuels, and no one can take that away from him. Women can sit back and say, you guys are trying to be the next Kevin Samuels. There won't be a next Kevin Samuels. I'll say this again. There won't be another Tupac. There'll be some great rappers come along. There'll be some Kendrick Lamars. There'll be some Drakes. It won't be another Pac. Not the social impact that he had. There won't be another Biggie. There'll be other guys that can tell stories as MCs, but no one will have the impact or the social impact in which Biggie Small had, just like with NWA. There will never be another NWA. That moment happened, and there will never be another Kevin Samuels. But yet that doesn't mean that we can't come out here and set an example of being positive men. So in a moment, I'm going to finish off with these shout outs. Then I'm going to go finish off with the super chats, and we're going to get started with these videos. I don't want to hold you guys up this evening with my rambling. We got 73 people in the building. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too, because you already know
Oprah coming next.
Oprah coming next.
Once I establish this as a place of truth, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've established this as a place of truth here at Love Crossing Borders. No lies detected. No lies detected. Shout out to my man Black Empowerment being in the building, and my boy Iman in the building. He said, damn, can't believe it's been 2 years. Has it been 2 years? I thought 3 years. You might be right. It might be 2 years right now. Time flies, man. Time does fly by. When a child is born and when a person passes on, it just shows us how fast time can go by. And my man Timothy said, amazing. We already read Timothy's. Zeta says this. He says, Andre, my brother, what's up? What's up, brother? What up, dude? Says us Detroit brothers. And also T Mac is in the building. He said, he went to the same school in Oklahoma City with Kevin Samuels, the legend. Shout out to you, T Mac. Wow. Yep. Went to school with Kevin when he was just a skinny dude, like many of us were back in the day. Shout out to you. Salute to you once again, Uriah. And my man Morning Coffee Drive is in the building, as Morning Coffee Break is in a Morning Drive Coffee Break is in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Yes, sir. Basketball Gods Podcast. Shout out to you as well. R.I.P. Kevin. Always remember, gentlemen, you cannot cheat the game. Yes, sir. You cannot cheat the game. That's one thing that I've learned, and it took me a long time to learn. There is no hookup in life. I'm going to say this again. There might be some lucky moments in life, even though I believe in luck. There are some moments in life where life just turns in your direction and the sun shines on you just a little bit brighter. Those are the moments. I heard the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, I forget what his name is, and he said the billionaire, and he said this: you have to have so many lucky moments to become a billionaire. He said that most of us know you can't do it again from scratch. He said you have to have so many moments of luck to become a billionaire that most of us already know that if we had to start over from zero, we might be able to hit 100,000, 200, 100 million, 200 million. He said, but to hit 1 billion twice in a lifetime, starting from zero, there is no connection to be able to do that. In other words, what I'm saying is what the brother is just saying. There is no shortcuts in life. And so what made us successful and continue to make us successful and make me successful as an expat is this: I don't look for the hookup. I don't come to Colombia, just add water and everything that I want will happen in 6 weeks. I don't treat it like that. I don't look for the hookup, a shortcut, an easy route to do what we do. I just go straight forward like real men do to accomplish the goal. Shout out to you guys, because many of you guys do the exact same thing. T-Mac says, he said, I love my life in Medellin. Shout out to Medellin, Colombia. Shout out to Medellin. And shout out to my man Theo Woff in the building. And for all you guys that don't realize that Theo Woff will be one of the speakers at the Black Manosphere Conclave. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't been there, let me pull this up real quick for us before we get started with the video. If you guys haven't had a chance to sign up and go to the Black Manosphere Conclave website to sign up for your tickets, I don't know what you're doing. Let's get you guys this this information real quick. The Black Manosphere Conclave. Let me share that screen with you. Oh yeah, shout out to Theo being here and his super chat. The Black Manosphere Conclave is going to be this year. Is going to be the 4th one. This is the memberships, and the conclave is September 6th through the 8th. I'll be there speaking. You're going to have Dennis Sperlin there speaking. Theo will be there speaking. Obsidian Ali will be there speaking. Quite a few other brothers is going to be there speaking. You're going to learn everything from real estate to banking to your life as a passport user. These gentlemen will be there. My man Carnell will be there speaking. You've got Shannon will be there speaking. So you got a lot of guys that will be there speaking. I'm going to drop the link for this in the description. Hey, who is that guy? You're going to have your boy Andre there speaking. Yes, sir. And yes, I will be having a class, so be able to register. International Travel Export, you can register for my particular class that I'll be speaking on as well. Day 1, let you know who's going to be speaking. The lunch break, as well as, make sure that you guys at least bring a button-down shirt for some of the weekend event, or a button-down shirt, tie, and a suit. So if you don't have a suit, at least bring a button-down shirt, because there are going to be some days where you're going to be dressing professional during that weekend. So be ready to having a professional suit Saturday, in other words. So if you don't even have a suit, just bring a shirt and a tie. You got enough time to do that. It's September 6th. Instead of buying a pair of Jordans, just buy yourself a nice suit and get yourself a nice tie and practice tying your tie. And then we got day 2, as well as in regards to investments and paternity fraud, sign language. I'm telling you guys, we'll hook you up. There is no way why you shouldn't be there. Then after the party, it's the after party. It's not going to be all day and night. So during the night, what are we going to be doing? In Houston? Oh, come on, man. You know what we're going to be doing down there. There we go. We already know what we're going to be doing with them Texas boys and hanging out in Texas. Enjoying ourselves, having a good time with them Texas boys like Dennis Sperlin, hanging out, showing us around, things like that. So then we got the 8th, which is that Sunday, making $100,000 anywhere in the world. Man, if y'all don't sign up, if I kid you not, before they allowed me to become one of the speakers, I was going to sign up. Right now, is actually going to be ending in June. We had our meeting today. It's going to be ending June 1st, this particular price. Then it's going to go up. So right now it's only a little under $200. I'm talking about your pair of Jordans, go and put them to the side. The ones that you really want and you've been saving up for, put it to the side. You want to get that $200 cologne, put it to the side. You get it next time. Get a $20 cologne, put it to the side, and go ahead and get your Black Manosphere Conclave ticket, man. I'm telling you. And if you just know that you can't make it, I cannot make it, sign up for at least being able to see it virtual. So those of you that say, I just can't make it, Andre, I'm going to be gone, you can still buy your virtual ticket. So get yourself a virtual ticket and you be able to watch it virtually and enjoy it just as much as us guys that's going to be there. And I'm telling you, it's filling up fast. So we're going to get the hotel information for you guys as well coming up soon. But you're going to see your boy Theo as well as myself. And that's why I'm in the gym, because I'm going to have my Slim Goody license. And that's why I'm Estudio Espanol, because I got to have at least, I cannot have a lead attorney if he's going to be there again. Upstaging me, and El Guapo is going to be there. Beautiful Lies. Upstaging me in Spanish. And in Portuguese. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to study. So shout out to you guys that already signed up to go. And shout out to you guys that are also become members of the Black Manosphere. Make sure that you sign up for your membership, man. We have our monthly meetings as well, guys. Sign up for your free membership. Join us now. Absolutely free. I'm going to be dropping this in the link. And throughout the evening, if any of the moderators can continue to share this is great information, guys. Your brother's always looking out for you, man. We're all we got. Let's not lie about it. We're all we got. Let's get started with the video. Once again, we got 80 people in here. Well, let's get ready to go back to the super chats. Shout out to Theo. Shout out to man Kings and Dreams in the building. Them New York boys at it again. Shout out to you being here, Kings. He said, my big bro, happy Sunday. RIPKS. Happy Sunday to you guys as well. He said, yeah, he said, yeah, you escaped the cartel in the States. Yes, kind sir, I did. Yes, sir. In the States, yes. He said, big bro, happy Sunday. And I think I read that one. Ultimate Warrior also says you should write a book, OG. I actually do. I actually have 2 books coming out. I got one book, How to Unfuck Your Life, is coming out real soon. And the other book is called Bankrupting Bullshit in Your Life. Bankrupting Bullshit in Your Life is actually a book that centers around how to overcome your excuses. Once we overcome, the key thing to overcome are not women. It's not because you don't have enough money to go after your goal or dream. It's not that the gymnasium is not open or that they don't sell weights or you can't run or walk. For the most part, most things that hold most of us up from accomplishing anything, we got an excuse for everything. Excuses are like the cold, you know, when you turn your pillow over, the cold side of the pillow feels so good. Your excuses fall in 4 categories. You're either being distracted, you're either being discouraged, you're either being complacent, meaning comfortable, or you're fearing something, meaning you're worried, concerned about something that you should not be worried or concerned about because you can't control the uncontrollables. And because we use worry or fear, we use this complacency, we're comfortable where we are. We use distractions, meaning her or it or they or them. In other words, you squirrel farmers that you always just, ooh, look at the shiny things. And you never get anything done in life because you're chasing everything in life. Or you're discouraged. You tried to do something once or twice, it didn't work out, and you didn't realize you were in the middle of your J curve like the rest of us. What's the J curve? You start with the goal and you fall into your J. You never go after your goal and go here. But because some of you guys make the mistake of being discouraged because you tried to jump to the other side of your J, you just a whole J and you try to jump across the cavern and go to the top, and then it didn't work. Because most of us, we start a goal and we go down into the middle of the J, learning how to lift the weights, getting past the soreness, having an exercise routine, changing our diet, getting a checkup to make sure that we're all right. All the stuff that you got to do at the bottom of a J before you go up to the top part of a J, y'all don't want to do. And so when it doesn't happen, you have an excuse. In other words, something that I can call bullshit. All of our excuses, every single excuse that any man or woman has made throughout human history has always been bullshit. There's a difference. In the book, I explain the difference between an explanation and an excuse. Now, an explanation can tell what took place. I couldn't make it because I couldn't find somebody to watch my daughter that evening. That's an explanation. An excuse is some bullshit that you sell that you knew that you could have go ahead and paid for a babysitter, and that's the difference. In explanation, in an excuse, I start off the book by explaining the difference between those two, and I tell you a little bit of my story that you guys haven't heard post-incarceration, how I overcame excuses to accomplish all the things that I've been able to accomplish. So Bankrupting Bullshit in Your Life is the book that will be released first. So shout out to you for asking in regards to Dre. Yo, but need to write a book. Well, I got that coming out. Shout out to my man Top Dog in the building. Just picked my brother up from the airport today. He's back home in Cali, Colombia with a 1099, a small sample of the research, knowledge, and wisdom you share, brother. Yes, sir. This is my dude, man. This is one of my favorite guys. Just one of them favorite guys when he comes down here, man. He said, we did a live exactly 2 years ago. Okay. That live was 2 years, so it wasn't 3 years ago. It was 2 years ago. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for correcting me. And let's get started on this video regarding some of the tips that Kevin Samuels left that us passport bros and expats and military guys can still gleam off of. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys being here. Let me move this out of the way. and let's pull up that set of videos that we have. Let me pull here, and let me go here. Give me a second, guys. I should have been working on this a moment ago. And let me know if I'm freezing or anything, guys.
Bad behavior because you.
Let me pause that for a second. I want to bring that back. Let me make sure that I'm good. Oh, I'm looking really good tonight. That brother's looking good tonight. There we go. No freezing or anything. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to all you new members and everyone in the building. All right. Let's get ready to get started with the video.
You excuse her bad behavior because she looks good. Judge a woman with your eyes closed. If she does not bring you peace, no amount of good looks, and I know this is hard, I know, because I'm going to tell you, especially when you get a woman with that good, but that good is normally attached to crazy. Get the average girl. Don't get the woman with the voodoo wop. Get the average girl.
Why would a woman choose you when she got better options?
I feel like I'm a decent option.
You may be decent, but you're not better. I said better. That means if you're not a better option, if you want better outcomes, you got to do the work. See, you want more than you're willing to work for. You don't even want to approach a woman. You think a woman should approach you. That's why you get nothing. You're sitting back entitled. I think I'm a pretty decent pick. Good. How's that working for you? Dick dry as hell. Never had a girlfriend, never had a date, and about to run down how women send you bad energy. You want to keep a relationship going? You stay in the masculine role. You let your woman stay in the feminine role. She gets to vent and download to you. You go talk to the goddamn tree. You only cry in front of your woman when an immediate family member dies or when you break both arms. And then you can only cry for about 3 seconds. Man the fuck up. You got the nerve to be mad at women because we bitches. Become the man of your dreams before you find the woman of yours. Feel me?
That's gonna take some time.
That's why I say you got 15 years.
We're going to pause it right there. We're going to look at some of the things that Kevin said. We're going to go through what he just said right now. First of all, first thing Kevin you said to Passport Bros is this. This is the message that's going out to Passport Bros. You plantation brothers, yeah. We ain't talking to y'all anyway. But for us guys that really plan on relocating to other countries, Kevin did not just have messages for the plantation bros. He had messages to us brothers that are traveling to other countries. Let's get started. He said, be the man that you want before you expect a woman to see you as the man that she wants. I'm going to say that again. Become the man that you want to be before you expect a woman to want you as the man she would want to be with in a relationship or married or whatever it may be. A lot of us judge how we are as men based off of how many women want us, how many women we can impress, how many women we can purchase, how many women that are in our DMs or in our cell phones. But you're not the man that you even want. And you expect women to look at you with equality. No, they look at you as a come up. If women in your phone, let's be real. If you still opening up your cell phone and half the women in your cell phone are women that you know are just only with you to use you, you need to clean out half your damn phone. If you got 50 women in here and they're in here just for your ego boost, you need to clean out your phone. If you got women in here that you ain't talked to in over a year, clean out that damn phone and replace those women with quality women that do see you for the value person that you are and not look at you as the hookup. Now, when it comes to all women in the world, no matter where you go, they look at us men for provision, protection, problem-solving skills. I got you. No matter where you go, a woman wants a man of substance. They want a man that have problem-solving skills and a man that can protect the home. And what I mean, not only physically can you protect the home, but can you protect a woman from making a bad decision to go left when you could tell her, babe, I need to talk to you about something. You need to take a right on this one. I know you usually used to going left with your girlfriends, but this one, you didn't protect her from herself, not just protecting her from strangers. Can you do that? If you can't meet those 3 qualifications for many of the women in your phone, why the hell you got those women in your phone? In other words, Kevin said, become the man that you want to be, and then become the man. In other words, you become the man that women want to have. Become the man that you want to be, and you'll find yourself becoming the man that women want to have. That was the first thing that he said. The next thing that he said on the second video, he said was good versus better men. Good versus better men. Some of you are good men, but there are men out there that are better than you, and this should not be. You are a good man. Nothing wrong with that. But it should not be easy for another man to be better than you. I'm better than some men got way more money than me. I'm way more better than some of you. Some of y'all got way more money than I got. And I treat life and treat people and treat myself and treat my spouse, and I treat my family and I treat others far better than you treat them. Ain't nobody gonna miss your ass but the bank when you pass. It's gonna be people that's gonna miss me off camera. I do so much for people off camera, like many of you men do. You volunteer in your communities. You're a football coach. You help somebody in their military career when they were about to give up. You were the person that sat back and married a good person that come from a large family that appreciates you marrying their daughter. You're a great man. But some of y'all just some good dudes with a bunch of money. In other words, if you had to sit down and come to Colombia and didn't have to use your money for women, you'd be lost in the sauce. You wouldn't get no coochie at all. Your dick will be dry. Dry as a hard sponge. That's what your dick would be like. Let's be for real. The only reason why you a top dog because you got top dollar. If you didn't have top dollar, you'd be a shadow and a shell of yourself. And this should not be. You should be putting yourself in a position that if I was not just a provider, I can still be a protector, meaning not only protect the person physically, but being able to protect that woman from making wrong decisions. Can your woman come to you for wisdom? You know how many times Andre will come in here from out of nowhere, sit down on this couch. Andre, let me get your opinion on blah, 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 blah. What do you think about so-and-so and so-and-so? I heard and I just read something in a book. Let me run this by you. If a woman hasn't run in, any woman in your damn phone ain't ran nothing by you in a year, you got 112 women in your phone. Ain't now one of them called you in a year to ask for no advice to protect her from making wrong decisions. You don't have protection ability, my brother. You need to work on your skills of wisdom, stoicism, meditation, spiritual insight, knowledge. So women know that even if you ain't my man, I got women that call me more than they call their own man. Andre, I got to ask you about something real quick. Why? Because I study and prepare myself as a man of wisdom, insight, knowledge, spirituality. There's more to protecting a woman than just being able to whoop somebody else's ass if they mess with her. Somebody smack your woman on the ass, you can whoop his ass. That's one part of being able to protect a woman. But the other part of being a protector for a woman is being able to have the ability to protect a woman from herself. And she knows that you're the type of man that has those qualities. So she has no problem with sitting down and saying, can I ask you a question real quick? If you don't have those abilities, you might be a good man, but you need to work on becoming a better man, because there are a lot of men out there that are better men. The third thing that I said, even though you have the provisions, the ability to protect, can you problem solve? Does your woman, when you come to South America, does she always recommend the restaurants? Or do you take time out to go to TikTok or Instagram, look up a couple restaurants? So when you come to town, baby, I got some spots I want to take you to. Instead of her always suggesting spots, because she lives in Brazil, that doesn't necessarily mean that she always wants to be the problem solver or the one that chooses the restaurant or the one that chooses which beach we're going to go to. Baby, guess what? Nothing. What you doing this weekend? I ain't doing nothing. This weekend, you already know I'm flying in. I know, baby. I'm so excited. I'm going to fly us over to so-and-so beach, or we're going to take a bus over to so-and-so beach, or I'm going to rent us an Uber or a driver. He's going to take us on a tour over to so-and-so because you mentioned it before. What? You lying? No, baby, I ain't lying. You know I be listening to you, girl, when you talk. So all of a sudden now, your problem-solving skills is blessing her life. Can you do that? But you got 150 bitches in your phone. Now, one female looks at you as a problem solver. They don't look at you as a protector of themselves, over themselves. You telling me one of these 162 women on your phone, in your phone, not one, all of them just look at you as, or most of them just look at you as a provider. You the dude to call for a date and a nice meal. You're the dude to call for some dick only. You can provide dick, but you can't provide nothing else. That's it? That's all you can give. Great, I can give them some dick. If that's all you offering women, and as time progresses, it was cute when you was 22. I'm going to say that again. When we men were 22, 32, that shit was cute. We're older now, gentlemen, and we got passports. We don't do cute shit. We do grown men stuff. Like Kevin said on the first part of the video, he said women are looking for the men to walk in your full masculinity in other countries. I don't know what they're talking about in the States about men getting softer. I'm not there, so I'm not there to make a judgment call. But I will tell you this. Bring your happy ass to Brazil and don't act like a man. You're going to get used. Come on down here to Colombia and don't act masculine. In other words, a no means no from me, woman. You gonna get used. Go and take your ass over there to Ireland, Iceland, Germany, and don't act like a man. You gonna come back with your feelings hurt. And you gonna scamper your little happy ass back to the United States or to Canada or the UK where they expect men to be soft. Oh, yes, I'll say that again. On the plantation where Mr. Gilmore still got y'all working oh so hard, these women are never surprised when there's a masculine man, but they're never surprised in the United States now or Canada or UK or Australia when you guys are considered feminine men. They have no problem with talking to y'all like that. You should walk in your masculinity and your femininity. No other countries in the world expect a man to walk in any form of fucking femininity. And yet in the United States, they'll quote that bullshit in books to y'all all day long. So that's what Kevin said in the first video. He said also, he said this, which I love. He said, men, judge a woman with your eyes closed. That's something y'all need to put on a t-shirt, quote it. You need to put that and write that on a sticky note on your computer, as well as a sticky note in your bathroom. Judge women with your eyes closed. Is this a decent woman for your time? The greatest commodity that you have on this planet is not your money. Whoever tells you that your money is the greatest commodity of all time is a damn fool. Money is not the thing that cannot be replaced. Your time, your money, your time and your energy cannot be replaced. Your attention can be replaced. Who you pay attention to, that you can do that again. Your money can be replaced, but the energy that you put off into something and the time that you put off into something to get the money, that's not going to be replaced ever. Ever. And you will never replace time. You will never replace time. So the women that you putting time off into, like he said, because she got that crazy good wop, and you know that she ain't shit at the end of the day, You gonna keep on fucking with ain't shit women. And most of you dudes that fuck with ain't shit women, you always got your mouth poked out, mad at us bros that don't want to mess with ain't shit women. You notice that? You don't never see us dudes that's in decent relationships or got good women in our cell phone. Let's say you're not in a relationship and you just coming to these countries and you're just dating and you're meeting some good women. But you're not looking for anything. At least you got 116 good women or decent women or fun women in your phone. But dudes like you get hated on. Why? Because you ain't on fuckery and you don't end up with fucked up women fucking over you, even though you got 112 women in your phone. And so now you got these dudes hating all over you because you ain't on fuckery. In other words, you know how to judge a woman with your eyes closed, and they don't. They judge women when they come to Colombia like this, eyes wide open. God, look, oh, she got that. Is that pussy juice running down her leg? We in the airport. Coochie juice is just running down her leg in the airport. And that's how you judge women when you come to Colombia. And that's why you end up getting drugged, robbed, and in many cases, sadly, end up DOA. Some dudes will never be found again. Think about it. Because your passport got stolen and because they don't have your DNA records because they're back in the States, there's no fingerprint records on you. And Colombians are going to close the case. Nobody's going to bury you in a casket. You just going to get dumped in a hole in the ground, never to be seen again. Because you thought that as long as you came to Colombia or Brazil, you can judge a woman with only your eyes. Same thing for you dudes in Thailand. We talked about that last night. You got dudes in Thailand, they don't get you with one quick swoop. Oh, no. In the Philippines, in Thailand, in Southeast Asia, all around, they gonna slow rob you. You dudes that's sending money over there, that's a slow robbery. You didn't get robbed for $3,000, but you sending $3,000 worth of or a Philippine pesos over there over a year. So you didn't get robbed by one quick swoop, but you sent over $3,000 in a year. You still gave up the same $3,000. I've heard so many stories of men in Thailand that have either married women, and because in Thailand, the woman gets 51% of the home that y'all purchase automatically because she's Thai and you're not. She files for a divorce. Guess who gets the house? Because she's the majority stakeholder. I've heard so many stories of men in Southeast Asia that are American men, European men, homeless, begging us when we get off the plane. Dude, bro, you got a couple dollars? Hey, bro, I ain't trying to, or hustling you for a meal. American men in Asia, I hear it all the time. Why? Because you didn't do what Kevin said do. Judge a woman with your damn eyes closed instead of your eyes wide open. Fuck what your eyes are telling you. You in your 40s and 50s. There is no freaking way you should be acting like men in their 30s. When you in your 30s and you in your 20s, I got you, brother. The fat ass. Oh my God, I see that. Look at that. Look right. Do it, brothers. I ain't mad at you. We all been there. But when you hit your 40s, you should not be judging women with your eyes only. If you getting got in your 40s by women, you need to kick your own ass. You don't need nobody else to kick your ass. You need to kick your own ass. Let's continue on with the video. I'm going to go to these super chats in a second, guys. Well, let me go to the super chats first. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man Ray P in the building. Yes, sir. He said, monk mode, grind, stay focused. Yes, sir. He said, and get 2% every day. Absolutely correct. Guys, put money to the side. Start getting off into EFTs, money market accounts. Start getting you some savings accounts. Don't keep most of your money in your bank account. I'm going to say this again. If this is some of the best financial tip I can give you guys right now in this millisecond, do not keep the majority of your money in a dang bank account. Keep some monies in the bank account. But even if you put money in a money market account to where you can get that money out immediately, or if you put it into like Vanguard, what I use, they have what's called a quick cash flow account, to where you put it in, it's like a bank account, but you're getting dividends and you're getting money back off of that just for letting it sit in Vanguard bank account, and you get it out just as fast as you get it out of a bank account. But this is giving me money, and the bank ain't give you a damn thing. What, 0.4%? Or 0.4% in your bank case? He's absolutely correct. Make you some money with your money. Don't let your money just sit there. The money that we get from Patreon, money that we get from YouTube, money that we get from sales, I wish I would let money just sit up in Patreon like that. Money sit in Patreon, how much does it make? 0. If I take that money and sit it in a money market account, or sit it in an ETF, or at least sit it in some crypto, now that money is making money instead of just sitting all month in Patreon, even if I don't need it. These are the things that you need to do with your money, guys. Let your money make money. This is exactly how the rich do it. Their money does not sit in banks, bruh. That is a myth. That is a farce. Most dudes keep enough stash in their bank accounts, but most of their money, they put that shit to work. Shout out to you, brother. He say 2% every day. Imagine how much better you'll be in 12 to 24 months. Absolutely correct. Just put your money to work. Just put it to work. Even the money that you plan on using next week, that money should be either in a crypto, it should be in ETF, it should be in a dividend stock, it should be in something that is going to make money even for this week, even though you know you're going to use it next week. Just because you're getting in the habit of putting money to the side to make more money. But because you're using it, keeping it in the bank, well, I'm just, it's going to be a week, Dre. No, it's not about it's only going to be a week and it's only going to make a few pennies. It's the fact that you're building the habit of investing your money in other areas other than you're just keeping majority of your money in your local bank account. I'm telling you guys how I'm doing it here in Colombia. All right. Ray tried to give you the hookup. Shout out to my man Ray P. He tried to give us the hookup. Ray P says monk mode, grind. Thank you again, Ray P. Ray P. Once again, he said grind, get 2% better every day. He said if you get 2% better every day, imagine, once again, he said this, imagine what you have in 24 months. Yes, sir, man. Thank you very much for the back-to-back love. My man Evan in the building. Once again, shout out to you. And Mr. H says this with the $20. He said Kevin did a live stream in Atlanta at an ice cream shop, and he met 2 beautiful Brazilians. They tried on his glasses and flirted with him. He was very happy. He gave a shout out to Brazil. I got to go back and look that one up. He truly was the chosen one. R.I.P. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. We got 92 people in the building. Click that like button. You like us. Make sure that we like you. Make sure you like us too, because we already know.
Oprah coming next. Well, I established this as a place of truth. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's get back to the videos and hear what Kevin has to say.
I would tell more young men to do this. Keep your head down and eat crap until you're 30. Get out there, fail, try some things. Spend about 5 to 10% of your time dating and all that other kind of stuff. I don't expect you to be a monk. Relationships, love and all that stuff, it may not sound nice, will come later. You really need to know if you can work with this person long term, because we're messy, complex people, and we have to have a higher tolerance for failure. It's not that men don't want to be with women, they just don't want to lose it all. There are no perfect females. They're all going to go left at some point. You need to ask yourself, how much am I willing to risk? Every time you deal with a woman, get pragmatic, ruthless, and savage and say, how much am I willing to risk and what do I want as an outcome? Assign it a dollar value and think about going to Vegas. There's sometimes people go to Vegas just to gamble and say, I got $1,000 to blow in the casino. They don't get mad that they didn't come home winning, because it was the experience. That's how you need to approach women. Don't get mad, you got the experience. But see, far too often, you guys go into
you end up dealing with women and you want to turn 1,000 into 1,000,000. No. Women are around for the experience. And how many hours were you working at this company?
Maybe I'll say 36, depending on the other job as well, because I was working both of them at the same time.
So you haven't even had a full-time job. You've never held full-time employment. So how do you go from not having full-time employment to entrepreneur? There's no free money. Mm-hmm. There's no get rich quick. You need to go to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Burger King, Big Lots, Kroger. You need to go pick up whatever job you can to work. Grab your balls and become a man. You got to get your own place, dude. Turn off YouTube. Get in the world. Because you can't. Okay, dude. No. You're still trying to think of ways to not do it. You want to do it. You don't want to get your hands dirty. That's what it is with a lot of you young guys. You don't want to get your hands dirty. That's hard. That sounds like work. So should I do it this way? No, you should get your ass up tomorrow and go get a job. Because you're on the channel of an image consultant, right?
Yep.
I talk about men trying to become the best version of themselves, get themselves into the top 10% of men. And dude, you haven't even got into manhood yet. Your mother needs to put you out. You're a physically healthy 25-year-old man living in your mama house. So to tell me you don't have a girlfriend because you're focusing on your purpose, that's some YouTube bullshit. You need to get out of your mother's house and go to work. You need to be gone by November.
So even graduate school then?
Oh man, I'm sorry. No, graduate school in what, man? Okay, go into more debt for sports management, which is going to do what? It ain't doing nothing now.
Okay, we're going to pause right there. Kevin said 3 more things talking to the Passport Bro movement. Talking to the Passport Bro movement, not just the plantation bros, not just the brothers and others of no matter what race, color, or creed that are planning on not leaving the United States or UK or Canada. Nothing wrong with that. We all love the United States, Canada, and UK. But I'm talking to the Passport Bro movement. This message is for us tonight. These are the messages that Kevin Samuels left for us who are using passports. The first video, he said men are sensitive to the fact that they don't want, it's not the problem that they don't want women, but they don't want to lose it all. But the way that we move, we're losing anyway when it comes to traveling. One of the things that I notice about being in relationships and talking to other men that are in relationships in other countries, we get a lot of criticism from guys that don't want to put in the work that we put in. We get a lot of criticism from guys that's like, well, I just want to be a party dude and smash bitches. And we'll say, nothing wrong with that, because we were used to be party dudes and smash bitches. See, men that are in relationships in other countries, we're not hypocrites. We've been where you are. We don't do your thing, brother. Sisters, you want to just throw that coochie out there as a passport, sis? Go on to Jamaica and go and get on one of them rafts and let them beat that coochie up. We ain't got no problem with it. But it always seems to be that somebody has a problem when somebody wants to solidify a strong relationship or relationships in other countries. And they want to look at us like, well, how'd you do that? We put in the work. We don't sit around and just pretend like, let me put it in the way that Kevin was saying in the video. We're not afraid to lose. Let's say tomorrow, let's say Andrea and I were just in a relationship, not married. And tomorrow Andrea said, this is not working for me. The experience that I had and the joy that I had for the past 6 years with Andrea, I wouldn't change it for the world. Would I be sad that it didn't work? Yes. Everybody knows I always says I'm not a rebound artist anyway. If it's over, ain't no coming back. I won't be chasing down Andrea. I won't be baby, please. That's never been my style. And so if it's over, me and Andrea can be cool. But that's it. Ain't no smashing. You ain't hitting that again. No, I don't do that. I've never been that get back kid. Never been a get back artist. You can't come back into my life ever. So at the end of the day, Kevin says a lot of you dudes, let me put in the passport bro format. A lot of us guys are so busy with the party girls, the scammer chicks, and the pay for play because we're too scared, too lazy, or too impatient to find something that solidified what we really want. Some of you dudes in your 50s and 60s, you talk like you want. Y'all be talking to me like, Dre, I want something like what you got. I'm sitting up there looking at you with 4 chicks. You 55. Nothing wrong with you having 4 chicks at 55. I'll say that again. Nothing wrong with you having 4 chicks at 55. But don't bullshit me by saying, Andre, I want what you got. Negro, you don't want what I got. Why? Because you, A, afraid to lose. In other words, put in that work. And if it doesn't work out for you, you think that something is wrong. Man, the women in Colombia, they dirty. I'm going to Brazil. Then you do the same format in Brazil. Women in Brazil wrong. Then you head to Germany. The women in Germany wrong. No, your formula is wrong. You might not be wrong, but your formula is wrong. So don't be a hypocrite. If you're a party dude at 55, be that. But don't be coming to our face and in our spaces trying to pretend like, oh, I want what you want. No, you don't, because you ain't ready to put in the work that we put in. There are a lot of dudes I know in some solidified, strong relationships with some amazing Colombian women that got great careers before they even met the dude. And you dudes will never meet those type of women because you are either too impatient, you're either scared to lose, or most of all, you enjoy the life that you have right now and you just don't want to admit it. And ain't nothing wrong with enjoying your fun and enjoyment. I ain't never getting in a serious relationship again, Dre. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't sell me on no bullshit that you saying that you want what I got, knowing that you don't ever want to be in another serious relationship again. That's all I'm saying. And that's what Kevin is saying. Most men don't want to be honest with themselves because they're scared to lose. So they decide to just stay in the party realm, the paper play realm, getting scammed and robbed and drug realm, than to be patient and look for something serious. The next one that he said on the second video, he said, listen, ain't no woman perfect. My wife is not perfect. You can forget about that yet. I'm not perfect. We are not a perfect couple. Just because we don't argue or fuss and get into disagreements all the time, that's not us. That doesn't mean that I still have growth and Andrea still have growth. Most of us guys that meet our wives or our girlfriends in these other countries, we've already come to the conclusion, I don't have to be perfect for her. She ain't got to be perfect for me. We just need to be perfect for each other. She doesn't have to be flawless. Some of you guys are waiting around for the flawless Colombian or the flawless Brazilian chick. I've always said this about South America. There is no such thing as the baddest bitch in South America. Oh, you think there is? That's your problem right there. There is so much beauty in South America. As soon as you think your woman is the baddest bitch gonna walk behind your woman and make your woman look like she's nothing. I've said this story before in the past. I was talking to a brother and he showed me a picture of his girlfriend, Brazilian. Very successful in Brazil. She owns several businesses. Gorgeous. He said, Dre, she the ugly one of the family. I said, you lying. He showed me a photo, true story, showed me a photo of her family. The women in her family were so attractive. It took me about 40 seconds to a minute to realize his girlfriend was even in the picture. I was like, oh man, your girl is? He said, my girl is in the picture. Oh, she is in that photo. She was not the finest of the Brazilian women that were successful among her family and friends. And she'll tell him that. I'm not the finest one in my family. I got friends that look way better than me. And you looking like, what? What's my point? Stop waiting around for the baddest bitch. She don't exist. The one that she's the sexiest one. It has been for 3 years in the Brazilian festival, dancing, doing samba dances. She goes to the gym every day. She's super spiritual, yet she owns 10 businesses and she races horses. That chick don't exist, bruh. Stop waiting around for the perfect chick in South America or in Thailand. Look for the chick that gives you the most peace, that gives you the most bang for your buck, that's on your team to grow some things and help you progress economically. And as a family unit, she comes from a good family. You know that if you end up in a wheelchair, she's right there. Get with that chick. She's gorgeous, but yet and still, you ain't wasting your time looking at her like she's the most gorgeous, or you're going to get rid of her in replace of somebody that's more gorgeous. I'm telling you guys, when Kevin Samuels said, don't judge a woman with your eyes, he's 100% correct. That coming to other countries looking for the perfect woman, that you're going to waste your time. You guys are burning through some years. At the ripe old age of 86, I can tell you right now, I cannot afford to wait until I'm 89 years old trying to find the perfect woman. So Kevin was absolutely correct. Shout out to you guys. Let's get to these super chats and then we'll go back to the video. T-Mac says this with the $5 love. T-Mac says this. He said, unless you learn to make money while in your sleep, good call. You will work until the day you die. And that person who you work for is making money while they're in their sleep. I kid you not. When I was a kid, you know what really motivated me to move to Colombia for real? And to really buckle down on going into business for myself? You know how your company has the annual convention or the annual meeting where everybody from the departments are not at work for hours, and we meet up at a convention center and we praise each other. We give out awards for the best salesperson, the best person of this, and everybody celebrate. And I'll never forget this. The founders of our college, 3 dudes, they didn't even show up to the event that particular year. They sent a video. Hi, guys. Thanks for everything that you do at the college. We appreciate it, and you guys are wonderful. We just want to tell you about how we started the college. Well, we all were at the golf course one day, and all of a sudden we thought about it. And by the time we got done with our 18th hole, we had come up with the concept of how we're going to present this college. We hired the right team, and then we brought you guys on board. And over the last 15 years, this has been one of the #1 colleges in America. And we want to say thank you. All I heard was 3 dudes at a golf course. I'm busting my ass for 60 hours a week. These dudes making money at the golf course. That's all I heard. I said, I bet I won't be I bet you I'll meet them at the golf course next year. Bet that. I bet he won't be making money in this. Neither one of them will be making another dime off of me and they sleep. Bet that. Man, I grinded. Like Kevin Samuels said, but get that extra side job or whatever you got to do to make extra money, to make money in your sleep. Because I'm telling you guys, absolutely correct. Get your money in order. Because you will get to a point, if you're anything like me, where you're tired of looking at somebody else as the boss, and you're like, you know what? This dude is no smarter than I am. Let me start my own. Sometimes you need to get your money up just to have enough capital, not to start the business, but to tide you over for the first year or two while the business is taking off. And some of us move to other countries because the cost of living is lower. So now you can use that extra money to build a business, to buy the property back in the States, to buy some property in your new country, to build the business that you always wanted, to write the great American novel. Now you can afford to do that. Why? Because your apartment that you had in New York was $5,000 a month. And now the same apartment that you got now in Medellin is only $515 a month. Same apartment size that you had in New York is $515. Now the rest of that $5,000 can go towards investments, your cryptocurrencies, your ETFs, your REITs. Some of us don't own property. Some of us own investment properties, stocks that own over 100,000 apartment buildings. A REIT is real estate investment trust. Buy some REIT stocks. They pay dividends. There are investment stocks that own over 10,000 strip malls across the United States. You don't own a strip mall, but you're getting paid from the dividend stocks every quarter, in some cases every month. It's these things that you can do with your extra money when you're living in another country. These are the things that Kevin was saying. Some guys don't want to put in the work. Some guys don't want to put in the work. They want the results. They want, come on, brothers. We already know that we in our community have a bad habit of looking like we got something, but ain't got a pot to piss in. Like Kevin was saying, that guy was 25 years old living with his mama. 25 years old living with his mama. I say there's nothing wrong with that because I've been down here in Colombia and I see what guys are able to accomplish when they stay home with the family and stack their money. But in the States, you guys look at that, and I looked at it like, you 25 and you live with your mama? So I can see how that could come off. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to put in the work. You have to. I was putting in 60, 65-hour days, 70-hour days before I came to Colombia. You dang right. I didn't get a second job. I just started putting in massive overtime. I'm feeding my 401k like a child that's crying, like it was a baby eagle just crying for more food. I'm feeding that 401k. I'm feeding those investments every day. I don't give up what a woman in the United States got to say about me. And if my car was raggedy, then a motherfucker, and I done sold everything. I'm feeding everything into investments. Why? Because I'm leaving this plantation. And I'm not leaving this plantation broke. And I'm not leaving the plantation to spend my money all the time on pay-for-play bitches, scammer bitches, and on party girls. Hell no. I'm leaving this plantation with a stack of money in my investments, and my investments are going to take care of me until I get my business off the ground. And guess what happened? Now we just crossed the threshold of $500,000 in 5 years. I just literally gave you guys the formula of what I did in less than 2 minutes. So when I say this, it's not like I'm saying this flippantly. I'm telling you guys something that I actually literally did. Put in the work. And I'm a perfect example. If you do it even as an expat, the work will work for you. I kid you guys not. I wish I could give you some secret formula or some extra Kool-Aid packets to put off into it, but there is none. Kevin Samuels is absolutely correct. You got to put in the work no matter what you do. So I stack my money and I stack my investments, let my investments take care of me while I got the business off the ground. And while I got my new life in a new country off the ground. While y'all sitting up there still buying bitches. While y'all still sitting up there buying bitches, there's so many YouTubers that's showing y'all bad bitches videos, but they ain't showing you nothing about how much they done made. Ain't showing you no stock portfolios. They ain't showing you no crypto portfolios. They ain't showing you no YouTube money, none of that. They ain't showing you how to do what they did. There's only a few of us here that's trying to show you how to do what we did. You got dudes like Flyboy Wade that's showing you how to do it like he did it. You got my man Jabril Passport Heavy trying to show you how he did it. You got us, but you ain't got too many dudes that's out there trying to show you how they did it. Very few. They just out there getting proceeds and ain't telling you nothing on how you could do it too. So shout out to gentlemen like that, like Flyboy Way and my man Passport Heavy Jabril. International IQS is in the building. Shout out to you, brother. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. He said your message will live on. Yes, it is. His message is definitely living on with all of us, brothers. My man Ray P once again in the building. He said, Andre, I think it's safe to say that you picked up the mantle. Sensei KS RP, yes, sir. He said, keep spreading truth, positivity, and don't frownderly. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think I got that wrong in pronunciation. Help brothers. He said, no rest for the weary. It's absolutely correct. There is no rest for the weary. Dudes, after I get done with this, I've got several other things to do. I haven't even eaten today because today I literally got up, picked up a brother from the airport, made sure he got there. Literally, as soon as I got done with the brother from the airport, I had a consultation to do. Got done with the consultation, got everything together for this video as far as the video and editing and everything, and then had like 10 minutes to get ready for the live stream right now. So my meal is this water right here. Now, Andrea ordered me a thin crust pizza, but I haven't. And you know what? I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that because I want to make sure that that this channel and this brand is helpful to people. I kid you not. I want this brand to be helpful to individuals. So that's what we focus on, assisting and helping individuals. You're absolutely correct. There's no rest for the weary. My man Growth Talk in the building. Shout out to you, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to this man's channel. These guys are doing some great things. He say, tardy to the party. He say, but salute Dre and RIP to Godfather. Yes, today we're doing videos and reaction videos to Kevin Samuels' message to the Passport Bros. There are messages that we can glean off of why we are in other countries. He said, I show them. He said, but it ain't free. That's right. Pay for it. He said that information ain't free. That's right, brother. I ain't mad at you. Not mad at you at all. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Let's get back to the videos, guys. Right here. I think it's right here. Let me make sure I get it right. Where was I? I was here. No, here. There we go.
Young guys, you need to go out there and fail a lot. From 18 to 30, I want you working 60, 80 hours a week, giving about 5 to 7% of your time for pussy, and I want you to fail a lot. I need you to try a business, fail at it. Try something, fail better. Fear of failure keeps most people stuck in accounting jobs that they hate for 6 or 7 years versus going out and being fucking Gary Vee and failing at stuff. Look at Gary Vee's YouTube channel. He's tried a multitude of things right in your face. Some shit that works, stuff that don't work. So I don't need 5. I just need 1. Go fail.
Pro tip: when you're dealing with high quality women with some style or some class, they look at how you take care of yourself. This is why it's when I talk about men burning candles around your house, place smelling good. People look at how we take care of ourselves and infer and say, if he takes care of himself that good, if I get on his team or if he likes me, this is how he's gonna take care of me.
You don't want to build a resume. You don't want to actually have it where it counts to have the real leverage. You want her to respect your masculinity and your manhood because you have a penis and an XY chromosome. It don't work that way. Women respect resources. You can't check a bitch because you got nothing to check with. The only place you dominate is in the bedroom. Dominate on the balance sheet. Dominate on your wallet, which is your accomplishments. Any woman that you choose to deal with, her money should be no good with you if you're 100% man. You pay everything. Why? Because it keeps her in her feminine when she's with you. I don't give a shit. The women I deal with, they know I don't care what you do when you're not with me. But you don't even tell you about the guy. I don't care. All I care is how you operate when you're here.
Preach.
Will that be the way it is always? No. Eventually, I'm going to pick one. I don't want a rotation for the rest of my life.
Absolutely. We're going to put that pause right there. And then we're going to talk about these 3. First thing that on this last video, Kevin said is, first thing he said, you should focus your energy only on 5% about pussy. When you are a dude that's relocating to another country, remember, we're putting in this passport bro perspective. When you are a dude that's traveling to another country, there are 3 legs of the passport bro movement: a new lifestyle, new laws, and yes, new ladies. You should not be putting 100% of your efforts on ladies. I'm so disappointed in the passport bro movement in this. When it came to going on panels and talking about what the passport bro movement is and isn't, 90% of good passport bros, blue book gentlemen, expats are talking about their experience with the ladies. Instead of controlling the narrative and being honest with the plantation bros, when you go on their channel, tell them, yeah, brothers, let me give you a foundation. We're going to talk about the ladies in a second, guys. I know this is about the ladies, and you guys in the States think it's about the ladies. And I've done this before. But let's get started and talk about the lifestyle in another country compared to the States. Then you taking over their platform. Then you start talking about the laws in the United States compared to another country. Then you talk about the ladies. By the time you get done talking about the lifestyle to their audience and talk about the laws to their audience, that what you have to say about the ladies is about this much. This how much that give you a perfect example. I'll go on a platform and they're all talking about the ladies. The ladies back in the States versus ladies in other countries. And I'll come on and I'll start telling them that, for example, here in Colombia, my wife and I, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 12-foot vaulted ceilings, terrace on the top, security guards, living in the upper middle class neighborhood, 2 major malls down the street, the hospitals and everything are in walking distance. I've got at least 30 of us brothers that live out in this neighborhood. If anything happens to me, I said, we got the island stove. We got the balcony. We got great neighbors on an apartment building that's only 3 floors. It includes utilities, Wi-Fi, and cable. I've got all the attention of everybody. They've been talking about women for the last hour. The chat is silent. The host is silent. The guys that have been the passport bros that came up talk about the women are silent because they're listening to me talk about lifestyle. And then when I hit them and I say, and we only pay $420 a month, and I'll continue on to, boy, you should see the chat go crazy. Did he say $420 a month for all that? Including cable and Wi-Fi included. All utilities, guys. And then I just keep on going as if I knew what I just did, but I'll keep going as if I didn't say anything. Do you think that audience gives a damn about me talking about women anymore? Let's be real. Do you think that male plus female audience in that person's channel that I went on, do you think they give a damn about me getting with Asian women, getting with Brazilian? They don't give a damn about nothing. This brother just said $420 a month for that. That's what disappoints me about the passport bros. You only talk about one leg of a 3-legged stool. The lifestyle that we get, the new lifestyle we get, better medical, healthier drinking water, the laws that we get. If we marry somebody, we ain't got to worry about them taking 50% of our stuff. And the love or the ladies should always come last when you're conversing on anybody's panel. I don't care if these dudes been talking about women for 4 damn hours. I don't care about that. They should be at the bottom of the totem pole. In other words, what Kevin said, pussy should be 5% of your attention. And that goes for us brothers, no matter what age we are. I know I'm 82. I'll be 69 tomorrow. It doesn't matter what age you are or what stage of life you're in. You should be talking about pussy on your channel about 5%. You should be encouraging dudes about bitches about 5%. You should be focused on sharing information about 5%. Because that's just about how much percent of this channel talks about sex and relationships. About 5%. Everything else is to encourage you and to help you on your journey as a traveler or as a person that plans on relocating to another country. If you notice that about us, we don't give a fuck about them bitches. I don't care about who you fucking in what country. If you're in a serious relationship, we got your back. But if you just out there having fun and you over the 5% threshold of everything that you do in another country, I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Second thing Kevin said on the second video, he said, you should care for yourself. Your grooming, how you take care of your hair, how you smell to these women. Some of you dudes, y'all been coming to Colombia for 10 years. There is no fucking way your teeth, when you hang out with us other brothers, your teeth are still that fucking yellow. Let me put it like this. Some of y'all grooming is so bad, I see why you got to pay for play. I see why you got to have party girls and scammer girls. You got to have them. Because I can smell you and I'm your dog. And so if I'm your dog and I can smell you reeking, I can just imagine a chick in your face, you smelling like Newports, weed, and whiskey. Just getting off the plane smelling like Newports, weed, and whiskey. And she got the, I understand what Colombian women like. Listen, the way you smell it and you dress, you got to pay for this coochie. I don't care if you take me out on a nice meal in one of the most expensive restaurants, or I don't care if you give me cash or you buy my mother a brand new blender, whatever you got to do. But your teeth being that yellow and your breath stinking like it do, there is no way in hell you about to get this pussy for free. I don't blame them women for making y'all want to pay. Your grooming is shot to hell. Even if you're wearing a white t-shirt and some jeans and some clean, like I often mention, Colombia is a city or a country that centers around grooming, not the brand itself. If you get Jordans, cool. If you ain't got on Jordans, cool. But are your shoes clean? If you wear the best, most expensive jeans in Colombia, doesn't matter. If you're wearing everyday jeans, are they ironed? What about your shirt? You can have an expensive $80, $100 button down, doesn't matter. Or you can have a regular everyday white tee on. Is it ironed? Is it clean? How do you smell? What about them older dudes? What about them damn nose hairs? Are you clipping them hairs? Or you just letting them motherfuckers just do what they want to do? They just sticking out your nose like a spider. What about them hairs in your ear? Are you cleaning behind your ears? Are you getting some of you dudes, are you getting that fade taken care of so your hair look good? Because some of y'all might, it's two things that can happen to a man. Either you can go bald and look older, or you go get gray and look older. Either way, you gonna look older. So you might as well make sure you take care of it. I'll say that again. For all you young dudes that still got your hair, you kiki-kakan about us being bald, you got a choice too. You might not lose one strand of hair, but that shit gonna get gray. So you better be ready to take care of it while it's getting gray, player. You might not be bald like me, but your ass gonna be old as me. It's the grooming, because he's right. I got more pussy from when women walked in my house and saw those candles and smelled those scents. Man, I ain't had that shit in my house for me. I have that shit in my house for, man. I made sure that I had the accent walls, the artwork that was just right. Wasn't nothing in my house feminine, but it was all masked. Dude, do you know how much pussy was getting wet in the foyer before they took their shoes off? I got the crystal glasses. I got the bed and bath and body work in there, the lotion and everything. After we get done, she can be wiped down. I got the massage oils in there. I'm talking about when I was living in Florida. Bruh. I kid you not. Your home says a lot when you are a single man. And that will get you pussy faster than anything that you ever said, and how you groom and take care of yourself. Do you guys got CarMax? Are you taking care of your damn lips? Some of y'all be around me, lips be all crusty and dry after you to smoke Newports. Do you have Tic Tacs around? Your mouth is smelling like motherfucking sewer. And you want to go to Brazil and you want that fine Brazilian that's a samba dancer to smash you for free? Oh, hell no. You must pay for pussy. Some of y'all got to pay for pussy because you ain't got no choice. Your grooming is so bad, you ain't been in nobody's gym with your fat ass. You've been to South America 10 times in 10 years, and you done put on 110 pounds. Ain't no way in hell she fucking you for free. Hell no. You ain't even, at least if you ain't lost no weight, at least in that 10 years, you tried. You tried to go for a walk. You tried to lose a few pounds. You tried to go to somebody's gym. It just didn't work for you. But women appreciate when a man at least try to do something. Your fat ass ain't even tried. My Spanish is trash. But I get respect because at least I tried. Y'all got South America fucked up. Y'all think that these women just come down here just accept any old thing. I got a few dollars in my pocket. I got a passport, and I'm Canadian, and every bitch gonna want me. Y'all crazy. These females be looking at y'all laughing. This stinky breath motherfucker. If he don't get his breath out my face, girl, he paying. I'm gonna overcharge his ass. Pay for play to win up because some of y'all ain't got no well groomed. You ain't well grooming to take care of yourself. Pay for play should have went up. I ain't mad at these women charging y'all higher prices with your fat ass. I ain't mad at them at all. They should be charging you extra with yellow teeth. You in Colombia where dental work is super inexpensive. Whether you can get it whitened or you can get veneers or whatever, there is no way in hell your breath should be stinking. Some of you dudes, all you got to do is floss. You ain't flossed in 15 years. All you got to do is floss, and you don't have that food decaying in your mouth, and that's that smell because it's decaying between your teeth. So every evening or afternoon, you need to floss. Man, you think I'm bullshit? Dude, I got 3 toothpastes I use. Y'all wonder how this Negro teeth stay white other than the veneers. You got to take care of veneers. Some dudes will fuck up their veneers. Man, my dentist got me doing 3 toothpastes and 2 mouthwashes. I ain't gonna be walking around my breath stinking. Hey, guys. No. I got toothbrush and toothpaste I take with me when we go into restaurants. The grooming. Kevin is absolutely correct. It's the grooming. You guys got to take care of that. Last thing that he said on the last video, portfolio over penis. Yeah, this is about to hurt somebody's feelings tonight. Y'all might not want to stay for this one. You should be a man. Masculinity knows you get judged by your portfolio, not your penis. Why? Because good dick can be replaced with other good dick, but it ain't too many dudes that got a portfolio like you got. In other words, how you carry yourself as a man, how your financial situation is, how you network, what type of dudes you hang out with and don't hang out with, your portfolio of life. Places that you've been to, like Austin Holloman and like BMT, Black Man's Travel, or Jabril with Passport Heavy. The places that's all a part of your portfolio. Some of you dudes ain't got shit to offer a female but penis and pesos. That's it? Penis. You can't tell me shit, Andre. Of course I can. You young. And some of you dudes that are like 92 like I am, and you still trying to walk around thinking that because you can give penis and pesos that you the king. No, you not. Bro, I'm telling you. I live here. These women are laughing their ass off when y'all get back on the plane. Them dumbass Americans, them stupid ass Canadians. Look at them damn dudes from UK. They some damn fools. That's why we got their money. I don't care as long as I got the pussy. No, when you think that long as you got the pussy, that's high school, bro. High school is when you said to yourself and to others, man, shit, I fucked that, so I don't give a fuck. When you're an older dude, that's a given. You got the sex. That's a given. You ain't got to brag on that or lean on that. But if you have no portfolio of life to offer, you ain't gonna get the quality women. You can forget about that shit. Kevin is 100% correct. You will always get them bottom feeder broke bitches. Oh, they pretty. Remember, Kevin already said, don't judge a woman with your eyes. But let's say you do. Some of you dudes be with some gorgeous, fine women. They ain't shit. That's why when you guys always say, hey, would you and Andrea like to go out to dinner with me and my girl? I haven't seen your girl. Why? Because I noticed that a lot of passport bros make fucked up decisions about women, and I can't trust your decision maker, even though you may have a quality woman. But the last 3 passport bros that try to have dinner with me and Andrea, the woman that they were with weren't shit. So since you the brother number 4, I'm sorry, brother. I got to meet your woman first before I introduce you to my wife, because she's a quality woman. And there are a lot of brothers out there that think just like me. You just going to be meeting a wife just whimsically just because you come from the States. Are you fucking crazy? You bring your bullshit bitch in my wife face? I don't want to see your bullshit bitch. So I damn sure don't want my wife to see her. You have to sit back and not make that mistake of thinking that your penis should be better than your portfolio of life. Not just your financial portfolio, but your portfolio of life of who you are as a man. Your portfolio of life should always be more important to a woman than just your penis. Always. 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 If not, go ahead, keep on giving a dick in pesos. And all I say is this: don't bitch to us dudes that got greater results because you only getting good results. I'll say this again before we go to the next videos and I hit the super chats. Work what you doing, bruh. Your penis and pesos is working for you. We don't have nothing against it. But stop bitching about us or to us that are doing great things because you just getting good things. Don't bitch about it. Be a man about yours. Penis and pesos, that's all you got to offer. We offering the portfolios of life, and the women who are quality women see a man with a portfolio of life, good man doing great things. Shit, hell yeah, they want us. But don't bitch to us because all you doing is you stuck for the next 20 years. You've been going to DR for 15 years. And all you doing is giving penis and pesos, and you mad at life, and then you get mad at a brother that found a good woman in DR, and now you want to get mad at him. Let my man love passport and purpose. Y'all want to get mad at brothers like him who are in happy relationships. Shout out to his YouTube channel. Because he didn't get fucked over in DR like you've been getting fucked over for 10 years. Because you thought pesos and penis was the shit. When you was 32, now you're 42 and still doing the same shit, and you ain't got no portfolio of life to offer a woman. So all you got is offer is penis and pesos. Don't be mad at us because we decided to do better than your ass. We want to be great men. If you're a passport bro, be a great man. Anybody could be a fucking good man. They got good men back in the States. They got good men in their own home country. What makes you better than the other Colombian other than a few dollars? Some of you dudes, if it wasn't for the change of currency, you know that you couldn't even keep up with a regular ass Colombian. I'll say it again. If it wasn't for the rate of exchange, you know some of you brothers, your personality and how you carry yourself is so fucked up that you couldn't even keep up with a regular ass Colombia that's flipping arepas and selling motherfucking arepas on the streets if it wasn't for the currency exchange. Get our stuff together, fellas. Let's get it together. 2024. I believe in you. I really do. So make sure that you get it together. Let's read the rest of these super chats and let's go on to the next videos. Shout out, man, once again, Tevin King in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He says, keep up the good work, Dre, and RIPKS. Yes, sir. RIP. My man, International IQ in the building. Let me drop that link once again to he just reminded me, drop that link to the Black Manosphere. And he also just reminded me of something else. Machismo TV.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate. Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Make sure that we support Black Male Media. Subscribe to Machismo TV. Subscribe to Saul T. Balls. Shout out to my man Saul out there doing great things. And shout out to my man International Quiet Storm, the IQS. He said, I saw Andre do this when he, Pablo Frescobar, and Black Men Travel were up on Mr. Let Go's channel in real time. And he's talking about when everybody else was talking about women, I started talking about the lifestyle first. Always, guys, remember, when you go on panels, talk about the benefits of the lifestyle in other countries first. Yes, the cost of living, the dollar is more strong. Yes, the health rate is better. Yes, the water, the air is better. Talk about brothers that are buying properties and starting businesses in other countries. The positive sisters, the few positive sisters that are coming down. Talk about the new cultures that you're meeting. The fact that you know a new language. Talk about the lifestyle first. Yes, you're going to get to talk about the ladies, but always start your arguments out as soon as you come on a panel, as if they hadn't said anything for the last 2 hours. You just bring your happy ass on there and start talking about the lifestyle. Secondly, talk about the difference in laws. I'm telling you, the chat is most people's chats where they talk about the passport bro movement. They are hungry for what else is there about the movement that causes us to go to other countries. They are starving. I'll tell you how much they're hungry they are, in all sincerity. When I come on there, what do I always do? I'll also say, let's look at it from this perspective. In the United States, over 25% of Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account for emergency funds. Over 40% of Americans don't have $1,000. The first one was $400. Over a third of Americans don't even have $1,000. You can look all this information up. Don't even have $1,000 in the emergency bank account. America ranks #1 in the world for how much it costs for medical expenses, but of 104 countries, according to the World Health Organization, America ranks number 70, while Colombia ranks number 36. You can look this up. When it comes to the average American, they have to retire at the age of 62 because many can't afford to retire at the age of 65, 66, or 67 to get their full retirement age. So they lose 25% of their retirement benefits on Social Security because they retired at 62 because most Americans couldn't afford it. America is the #1 country in the world when it comes to prison population. We have between 9 to 11 million people incarcerated in county jails, as well as incarcerated in state prisons and federal prisons, as well as juvenile centers. America is one of the few countries in the world that leads in mass deletions. You want to talk about 1 or 2 Americans that got deleted in Colombia. Let's not forget about we break the record every year for mass deletions. If it was 400 last year, we end up with 435 mass deletions this year. And a mass deletion is counted as 4 people that got deleted at one particular spot. Just in case you guys were wondering what is considered a mass deletion in the United States, when up to 4 people have been deleted in one incident. And we always at 415, 435 deletions in the United States, including little kids in kindergartens. Do you think that get the attention of the chat and the host? Nobody's talking about women anymore. Because now they're like, but wait about it, in America. Well, let's talk about America. The country, and I always say, the country that we all love, our country 'tis of thee. In America, we've got 2 of the largest gangs that are controlling the country in the world. The Republicans and the Democrats, the Reds and the Blues. And we can't get anything done with those 2 gangs. Talk about the laws. Talk about what's going on. Talk about the child support laws. The 30% of men that have to pay child support when the DNA had already been proven in court that they don't have to pay, that they're not the fathers. Talk about, then get to the ladies. But by the time I get to talk about the ladies, like on Mr. Let Go, nobody give a damn about Andre talking about ladies. Andre, now what did you say about you paying $400 and $425 a month? Yeah, that includes parking garage. Not a parking lot, not a parking spot, parking garage. Andre finished the talking about laws and lifestyle, and the panel forgot all about the ladies when we were talking to Mr. Let Go. And do you know that me and Mr. Let Go are cool to this day because of that day? Like off camera, we chop it up and talk. Due to the fact that, and he's like, Dre, you can come on my show anytime. And I'm like, you come over here anytime too. Due to the fact that I came talking about the laws first, the lifestyle, and then we eventually got to talk about the ladies. I'm letting you guys know how it's done. And I'm so disappointed in the Passport Bro movement because we didn't go that route. We just fell right into what Americans were doing. Y'all leaving for the ladies. No, we not. We didn't leaving for the ladies. And we just fell off into that. And every panel we go on, we talk about the ladies. We'll let them talk about let they be dumb enough to talk about the ladies. But we all know why we're leaving. Lifestyle, laws, and yes, including the ladies. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man IQS. My man Kings of Dreams back in the building. He said, I'm that ninja until they smell you. Bad habits and bad hygiene. He said, step up your game. Step your life up. Your life overall. Yes, he's absolutely correct. But I'm telling you guys, women like, especially in Colombia, you know you're gonna be on the dance floor, man. You gotta smell good, bruh. If you're gonna grow a beard, a little mini beard, take care of it, bruh. Even though you guys didn't tell me how much work it is to take care of a beard. Goodness gracious. He said P&P, the new pay for play. Talk to him, Dre. I'm telling you, man. Hey, shout out to my man 40 in the building. He said objection, peace, method, lifestyle, bonus, the ladies. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. All in the peace is the objective of that brings you to the lifestyle. You have peace because you're under new laws. I kid you not. The other day I'm riding down the street and I see sirens behind me and they flying. I did not flinch one time. Why? I've been driving in a country with laws that are so different. They ain't riding me. If they stop me, I've got one ticket here in Colombia. This was a few years back. And this is when they were giving tickets to everybody. They were hitting a quota. So they pulled everybody over, like six vehicles. And all the vehicles that looked like they had some money, they put us over. But the raggedy cars, they just let them roll by, right? But the rest of us, they put, oh yeah, we'll give you a ticket. I'm like, okay, cool. And the other times that I've been pulled over by police is because they were having fundraisers and they were wondering, could you donate a few dollars because we're getting wheelchairs for the elderly. So now I drive through Colombia, I can see 10 police cars rolling. I ain't even looking back. I'm sitting back. I'm listening to Kevin Samuels, man, while I'm driving the car. Or I'm about to go pick up one of you guys because we're about to head out to eat dinner. In the States, even in my 50s, I still felt a slight flinch when I'm riding down the freeway. And I wonder if they're coming for me and I ain't even driving that fast, or are they coming for the next man? In my 50s. Fuck that. They can have them laws in the United States where police just pull you over for no particular reason at all. Y'all can have that, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all can have fun with it. Have fun with those laws that say that a woman can take 50% of your stuff and there are no fault. They're all no fault divorces. Y'all ain't got a divorce for no reason. That sister could just wake up one morning and say, I don't fuck with you no more. Now give me half your shit. You pay for my attorney fees. You pay for your own attorney fees. You pay for child support, and you end up paying her alimony. Y'all rabbit ass. And the new dick is fucking the dog shit out of your ex-wife in the house that you paid for. You go ahead, hang it up under them laws, player. Go on, keep getting married up under those laws. And I wonder why I don't talk about the ladies when I'm on another panel. It's too much to talk about other than the ladies. Shout out to my man 40 once again. He's absolutely correct. Those are the things that give me peace. He said the CEO of Chase Bank spoke on the news this week when he on the topic was broke up that 100 to 300 banks will hit default. Want you guys to let that sink in. Let's not run for that. Let's let that one sink right on in. We thought that those bank failures about a year ago, that was it. Oh, hell no. There are bank failures that are still coming down the turnpike. Fellas, get some cash in hand. And I love it. That's why I keep saying, guys, do not keep all your money in banks. Put them in some in crypto. Put some in money market accounts. Put some in ETFs. Put some in investments. Put some in everyday stocks. But do not keep your money all in a bank. Keep the money that you know you're going to spend in the bank. Yes, you got bills to pay, things like that, your extra cash. Yes, but all your money? No, hell no. Well, it's protected by FDIC. All right. How long is it going to take you to get your money back in the bank? Okay. Now, when is that bill due? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Shout out to my man Charles in the building for becoming a member.
It feels so lovely to be here, man. This is beautiful. Give yourself. It's so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate. Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
Yes, sir. Don't you agree? Shout out to my man Charles once again. Appreciate you becoming a member, brother. And also Charles with the $4.99. He said I wear Andre recommended scents, even to physical therapy sessions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You should have a scent on a positive scent everywhere you go. I've got these little dispensers, these little cologne dispensers. You think I don't have cologne to put on everywhere I go? These little dispensers, and it shows you how much you got left in that cologne. I got quite a bit in this one. I haven't used this one yet. Okay. Let me see what this smells like. Oh, man, that is good. What is that? Sometimes I forget what I put. Oh, man. I recognize that too. Goodness gracious. I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. That's at the top. That's that sandalwood. That's exactly what that is. Okay, cool. But you have these little dispensers that you could take with you. And so the cool part about the little dispensers is this that I like. That means that I can have two different types of cologne. So let's say I wore one cologne for 6 hours. Or I wore it at work during the day in the States. I wore it at work during the day. I have a second dispenser for when I get off work and we're all going to happy hour. So no, I don't smell like I did when I was at work. We're at happy hour now. I'm taking a sports jacket and tie off. I'm in my button down, and I'm taking the button down. I'm just letting it hang now instead of just having it in my trousers. So I'm just getting comfortable. And now I got a second cologne. I don't have to have a whole container with me. I can carry 2 of these in my pocket. Or I can have 2 of these in the car. Or 3 of these in the car. So yeah, you get these from Amazon for next to nothing. That's how you can smell good all the time when you're in South America. Without a doubt. Shout out to my brother with his cologne game doing good. The real Blackula. Shout out to you being here, brother. Let's get back to the Kevin Samuels videos. Right here. No, right here. There we go.
Guys, you need to pay close attention to her job history. Her job history is her dating history. In particular, you need to ask yourself how she ends her relationships.
Question 2.
If you are dealing with a woman who is conflict avoidant, run. Run, run, run. Zero ability to handle stress, conflict, disagreement. In other words, the only time they are of any good is when everything is okay. One of the worst things we can do as men is to be with women who don't want us. I've been in that position too. I have simped, I have done stuff, I've been in the friend zone, I've done all that kind of stuff. And I will tell you, gentlemen, don't do it. Never do that. It's never a good idea. I said it 2 weeks old. Stop trying to win women over. And see, that's the beautiful thing about becoming a high value man. You don't have to win women over. You deal with the women who show interest in you and want to get on your program and are proving their worth to you. Women hate to be bored, and women love men who have a life that looks exciting. Ask yourself a question. Do people invite you to do anything? Do people invite you to go anywhere? When there's a house party or an event or whatever, are you on the must-have list? And if not, you got work to do.
Absolutely.
I want to hear shit from you talking about you being broke. If you're not working in 60 hours minimum a week that you're getting paid for, turn off YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and get your ass out there. Go down there and work at McDonald's, Circle K, get you a job. I don't care about your pride. You can't be proud and broke at the same time. Go work and work. And then you take that money you make from your part-time job, invest some of it, take half of it, invest it to your future.
We're going to pause right there.
Gentlemen.
Pause right there, gentlemen. Kevin was absolutely correct. He said, you can't be proud and broke. When the .com industry and sales crashed, Kevin Samuels ended up focused on being a bouncer to being a waiter. He said one of his most embarrassing moments in life was when he was a waiter at a fancy restaurant, and one of his or a couple of his competitors' sales team walked in, sat down at the table in his area, and he was the waiter. He said, I was so embarrassed, but I had to do what I had to do to get my money right. And so if it took me to serve the people that were my competitors on another sales team, for me to make this money, to get myself in the position that I'm in today, so be it. Some of us want life with lemonade. That shit needs to stop when it comes to our mindset as men. Women can think like that. I'm going to say this again. Women can think of life with lemonade. That's not manly. There's nothing masculine about waiting for life for the comfortable moments to always happen. Do you think what many of us do as passport bros is comfortable? Do you think getting on those flights and 15-hour flight, 10-hour flight? See, me, I'm first class, so at least I can stretch out and go to sleep. Some of you brothers, the whole aisle is taken up. So you 6'3" and you in this little cramped area, but you determined to get to Thailand. It's not easy to be able to do those things. Shout out to you guys that's not in first class all the time. And I mean that. You guys that are truck drivers out there, you put in the extra mileage when somebody else would have gave up and said, man, this ain't for me. But you kept on pushing. Now you got one truck or two trucks, or you're on your way to getting your vehicle, or you're on your way to retirement. You did what needs to be done. You ain't looking for something that's easy. A lot of dudes want life with lemonade. Stop that shit. I mean it. Stop that shit, because life will pass you by and you will never get that lemonade. Life will pass you by and you will never see life with lemonade. It does not get easy for men. If anything, the more we accomplish, the more we'll travel. Let's put it like this. When you're on the J curve, remember I said you got your goals right here and you fall into the J. And this is the learning section of whatever goal or dream, whether you're going to be your dad for the first time. You fall down in the J of learning to be a father for the first time. Whether you're going from the gym and you're trying to lose weight, you fall into the J and you get to the bottom of the J. And if you're a content creator or a business owner or a writer for the first time, you fall into the J because it's all this stuff that you need to learn. And you work your way up the J, but it's slow. It's never bam. It's slow than a motherfucker. And you need it to be that way. Because if it's too fast, you'll fuck it up. We've seen rich dudes destroy their lives because they had enough money to buy a fast car and they flew that motherfucker right off the edge or something. So be prepared, like Kevin said, when it comes to don't be too proud. Next thing that he said on the video, he said, women do not want boring men. I understand many of us are older dudes and we kind of like set in our ways and kind of like laid back out. And listen, I ain't no club hopping type dudes like that, baby. But you got to have something that's interesting about you. Do you play golf? Do you go on meetup.com in these countries and meet people that are investors like you? Do you have a network of people that when it's time to invite somebody out to dinner, they're calling you, hey, Dre, what you doing? Nothing, man. We about to head out and have some dinner, bro, real quick. You coming with us? Do you have some people that say you coming with us? Do you got some people that's cool enough with you that your woman can see that people want to hang out? One of the things that I can say about a lot of you guys that are passport bros, and I mean this, and I'm so proud of y'all with this. When I see y'all with y'all woman, and y'all woman see all of us around you, and you're in the middle of and I see how y'all, you may see you got your back and you're talking to us, so you don't see her face. But I see the pride that a lot of these women in these countries have when they see you networking with all these other brothers. And yet we may be just talking about sports, but the fact that you are part of a circle of men, I see that all the time. It never fails. When you're with her, she likes you. When you're around us, she's falling for you. Because she sees that you're not a boring man and that you have a network of guys like, I didn't even know there were that many Americans here in Cali, Colombia. And my man is a part, the guy that I like is a part of this. I kid you not. That one thing, this is the first time I've ever said this. I am so proud of you, brothers, when it comes to that. When y'all bring y'all lady friends around the group of guys, it may just be like 6 or 7 of us. And she sees your network of guys that you have down here. She like, okay, all right. I see what he working with. I see what he working with. Kevin also said, don't be boring. Don't be too proud. But he also said, don't be a simp. And we all been there. Any man that says that he ain't never simped in life, he lying. I ain't never simped. You ain't never had enough women to where, or you never met the one that you would simp for. I know some tough dudes that don't simp financially, but they the most jealous dudes. See, you ain't got to spend money to simp. Some of you brothers are so insecure with your woman. Man, she can't go nowhere. It ain't like she dressed provocatively. You just don't want her to go nowhere. Some of you dudes are so insecure. You might be the most masculine dude in the gym, but you the biggest simp when it comes to a relationship. Babe, I'm going to go over to my girlfriend's house and spend some girlfriend time. You ain't going over there. I don't even like them hoes. You insecure. It ain't that you don't like her friends. Maybe you do or don't. But it's the fact that you a big ass, burly, insecure ass brother. And that's why you simping. That's your version of simping. So you may not blow your money on chicks like dudes in other countries, but you so fucking insecure. That's your version of simping. You going, in other words, simping is always defined as a man going overboard for a woman, ain't it? Simping has always been that, a man that does something that everybody can see that this dude is doing too damn much. And so overseas, it might be money. And also overseas, you might be one of them insecure ass brothers. So whether it be overspending, we need to work on that, but being insecure. If you ain't ready for a fine Brazilian, you need to take your ass to Ecuador and get you one of them regular ass looking ass Ecuadorian chicks. Don't go to Brazil. If you ain't ready for these fine, sexy ass Colombians, you need to take your ass to Canada from the United States. Don't come down here to Colombia. Take your ass to Canada. You need to be going to El Salvador for pussy. That's where you need to go. Take your ass to El Salvador and get you some pussy. Don't come to Colombia. You ain't built for this type of beauty. You ain't. Some of you dudes, come on, let's be for real. Some of you dudes ain't built for beautiful women at all. You can't handle. You want a beautiful woman. Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. We all do as men. But to get one and not act like a damn fool about it, overspend, or you so insecure, or you jealous, oh, nah, you ain't ready for beautiful women. Keep your ass back there in the United States and get with Tiffany, old regular ass. Go on, keep in the States, get with Tiffany and Keisha. Talking to my white brothers too. Some of you white boys, you know you can't come to Colombia and handle beauty either. Y'all down here deleting girls. What are you doing? White boys coming down here, y'all deleting girls? What part of the passport bro game is that? Man, if you don't keep your happy ass in the state and keep Kendra and Keisha and LaWanda happy, Maribel, you supposed to be in the States dating Maribel ass. You all down here in Colombia trying to pretend like you can handle this level of beauty. No, you can't. You ain't built for this. You are not built for this type of beauty. You need to skip past Colombia and take your ass down to Argentina to deal with that type of beauty, the European type of beauty. But you cannot deal with these beautiful, fine ass, indigenous, Afro-Colombian, these fine ass / European / indigenous machista Colombians. You can't deal, but you ain't really for these Brazilian women that come in all these flavors. Do you actually think you need to take your ass to Japan and get your Asian women? Because there is no way you come into Brazil and get with Japanese women with fat asses. No, you need to go to Japan and get with your Japanese woman with the flat asses. You ain't built for no Japanese women from Brazil that's half Brazilian and half Japanese. She tall with thick legs and a fat ass that she got from she's the descendant of the Aslaskans. Her great grandmother was an Aslaskan. Her mama was an Aslaskan. Her daddy was Japanese. So she's the descendant of Aslaskans? You ain't ready for no woman with the Aslaskans? Come on, stop it, man. Take your ass to Japan where you belong. Now, I'm not talking about you, Theo. Shout out to you. But I'm talking about dudes that ain't ready for no beauty. You know you ain't built for this. You know you ain't built for this. You just trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with your brothers, keep up with the Jacksons. And you end up overspending in DR because of beauty. You end up being insecure in DR because of beauty, and knowing the truth is when you look in that mirror, you ain't built for this. Go ahead, take your ass back to Tiffany and Maribel back on the plantation. Get you a wife there because you ain't built for the passport bro life, and you know it. And the funny part is we know it too. Ain't no way in hell. Shout out to my man, Real Blackula. He says this. He say, Dre, he say that young Colombian women give us 40s and 50-year-olds play. Man, I'm 92 years old, man. I'll be 90 tomorrow. My wife was 23 when she met this good old boy. 23. I'm 27 years her senior. That means I was 50. 50. Man, you know how many younger, listen, I'll just say this among Colombian men. I won't even talk about us expats, us foreigners. I have seen these young women lose their motherfucking marbles over their older dude. I'm talking about roll out the red carpet, spoil him to death. Or spoil them to death, in other words. I see how these Colombian women, the young Colombian women, treat these older Colombian men. It's for the money. Are we going to keep on telling the truth or are we going to lie? We know most Colombian men ain't got no damn money. And you'll sit your ass up in the mall with me. We're drinking beers and we just sit back and we just watch gorgeous young Colombian women with a daughter that look just like her mama and the daddy built like Bugs Bunny. All skinny, all belly, and an older dude. And she happy as hell and fine as hell. South America, Europe, many parts of Europe, not all, but many parts of Europe, in many parts of Asia are not like the 4% of the population of the world known as the United States. The United States, the game is kind of like Oz, it's the Wizard of Oz. It's upside down world and Stranger Things. The United States does one thing and the other 96% of the planet is doing complete opposite. In the United States, we already know me and Andrea would be on Jerry Springer. Man marries a woman 27 years younger than him. What would he want with that young girl? Andrea's not a woman in the United States. She's a girl. What? Why he with that young? That's gross. See, them perverts. They say that in the United States. Don't nobody talk like that in Colombia. Nobody. Nobody think like that. Don't talk like that. Colombian women get with dudes their own age, or they get with dudes that are older than them, because as long as you treat them good, if you're a good personality, you're a well-groomed person, it don't matter, bro. You see, I don't have my gray. I don't have my gray at all. I don't have my bald hair. You don't see me I ain't went to Turkey yet to have them put some new hair in my head, have I? They do it here in Colombia, in the mall, right down the street. I can have me a whole brand new afro in 3 years. Looking like I was a part of the Commodores. What for? The women still want me too. So why would I do that? And they want you guys to. All they want you to be is, if you're going to be an older dude, we know we got to be well-groomed. We got to come with an era of maturity. We can't be insecure like the young dudes. Shout out, I'm sorry, young dudes, but y'all way more insecure than we are. But we got to be secure. We got to be stable. In other words, can you provide, protect, and problem solve? You're an older dude. You should be at that point in life. Are you focused on fashion and not just the brands? You an older dude. You can wear fashion sneaks. I got on fashion sneaks right now. Just nothing but white trimmed sneakers. And they're all black. Let me pull my shoe off. Let me pull this damn shoe off. I got on a fashion sneak. Just a regular fashion sneak. Ain't got no Nike swoop on there. Ain't got no Adidas 3 stripes on there. Nothing wrong with those things. I have those things over there, but I can still rock a fashion sneak. You know why? Because I'm an older dude, and younger dudes don't usually rock fashion sneaks, but they expect it from us older dudes, as long as they're clean and well taken care of. That's what they look for in Colombia. Are you clean? Check. Are you a good person? Check. Are you taking care of yourself? Check. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you this pussy. That's Colombia. But dudes that don't do that, as older dudes, oh, y'all got to pay. Y'all got to pay for pussy. Yep, you better. That's the only way you're going to get it. You think your fat ass, a Colombian chick, going to let you walk up on her, smelling like the coral reefs? Oh, hell no. You sitting up there smelling like all type of Florida swampland. Teeth yellow than a mother. Soon as you smile, Latin women told me this. This is the first time I heard this. A Latin woman told me this. She said, Andre, when you go to South America, she said, make sure you get your teeth done. I was like, my teeth cool? She said, no. She said, I'm gonna tell you why. She said, Latin women love men, especially the darker you are and the whiter your teeth are. She said, we looking at y'all smile like, oh my God, look at that chocolatey motherfucking smile. Let him talk, girl. I never forgot that. So when I finally got myself established, I was like, now it's time for me to go ahead and get my teeth taken care. And some of you look at the original Love Crossing Borders videos, and now my teeth were clean. But then I decided, let me go ahead and get these Michael Strahan gaps taken care of. I had a big gap right here. Yeah, I was Michael Strahan for real. Some of you guys don't remember from the original videos. I had gaps. Like I said, my teeth weren't divorced, but they were separated. My teeth weren't divorced, but them motherfuckers were separated. I had gap here, gap there. And yeah, I had gaps. But once I got settled here, I had the money, but once I got settled here, I found out what dentist I wanted to be with. Bam, I got my teeth taken care of. Now I got the one. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Bright. Oh, look at that boy smile. Sking. Sking. And it didn't cost me an arm and a leg like it would cost in the States. So when you bring your butt down here for the 10th time and I still see your mouth toe up as a grown man in your 40s and 50s, man, please keep on paying for pussy because you got to. It is a must for you. I don't blame you. You got to pay for all the expensive meals. Yes, your fat ass need to be buying some gifts, some gift cards every time these women come to town. Yes, sir. I don't blame them. I don't get mad at these women. Be like, you ain't gonna get your fat ass on top of me unless you pay. Smelling all like sewage and rotten water, and you want to pretend like you don't notice it. Getting off a plane, and you wonder why she take you to the most expensive restaurant in the city. Damn it, she's earned it. If she expected to fuck you, she like, man, you gonna pay $600 for this meal tonight. If he expect me to sleep with him, and he better put on 2 condoms. Yeah. Older women younger women are highly into us. Why? My wife, Andrea, says because they get to skip the line. I'll say this again. Younger women in South America are into older men because we know that not all younger women, but the ones that are into older men, they get to skip the line. Why? Skip the line of waiting for men to grow the fuck up. They don't have to deal with a man finally make it through his 20s, and then he finally make it through his 30s, and then he wants to grow up at 40, and then he finally wants to get some sense in his head when he's at 45. No, they like, fuck all that. You ain't gonna wear my pussy out waiting for you to grow up. Women like Andrea, like, I'm gonna skip the line. Let me go ahead, give me somebody that's grown, act like they got some sense in their damn head. They got some goals about themselves. They're gentlemen. They look good for their age. I'll be 82 tomorrow. Look good for their age. And we compatible. So he has young energy and I got mature energy, and we meet in the middle. And so women like Andrea get a chance to skip the line. Skip the line of all the bullshit, of all the stages that men go through. And I don't blame her. That makes sense. And a lot of young women like that, a lot of women in South America do not fuck with younger dudes. They're like, wow, why would I waste years of heartache and pussy being worn out just to finally meet a good man when she's 37 and he's 47? When she can skip the line and say, I'm 27 and I'll fuck with a 47. And all the bullshit in between, she ain't got to ever deal with or ever see. She ain't got to worry about being with somebody if she's 27 and he's 37 and he ain't got no life experiences yet, for real, for real. If you in your 30s and you think you still got life experience, bruh, you got a lot of life to live, brother. Take it from a dude that'll be 92 tomorrow. You got a lot of life to live. If you think you in your 30s and you know life, you don't know the fact that you think you know life in your 30s is the sign that you don't know life. Can you brothers in your 40s and 50s, am I lying? All you dudes in your 40s and 50s, am I lying? You can put a 1 in the comment for that. I put a goddamn 1 in the comment for that one. In my 30s, I thought you couldn't tell me shit. I wasn't in my 20s no more. I was a grown ass man. I own shit. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm 38, 39, I'm 36, 32, until I realized I didn't know shit about life. All I knew, see, the one thing that being mature gets a chance to tell you that ain't nothing wrong with not knowing shit. Ain't nothing wrong with being in the position where you realize, I don't know. I see all the ones, fellas. I see all the ones coming through. All you do that's over 40, I see all the ones coming through because we know in your 30s, you think you think you know, like you think you've been to the top of the mountaintop, and all of us in our 50s looking at you 30-year-old dudes like, are you crazy? You know how much life you got to live and learn all this shit you got to learn? You don't know a damn thing. I mean that. I kid you not. The number one thing that you'll learn about your 30s is that when you brag about what you know, that means that you don't know shit. That means you don't know shit. When you still bragging about that little bit of life, that little measly ass 35 years, 37 years that you done lived, I promise you, dudes, it's a lot of life that but I got money and I'm balling. I got bitches. Bruh, you can never tell dudes that's in their 40s and 50s about bitches and balling because we could tell you all about that shit. We could tell you how shallow money is, and we could tell you how shallow bitches is. When you in your 20s and 30s, you think bitches and bucks are the shit until you hit 40 and 50 and 60, and you start to realize, money cool, it's fine, I'm glad I got it. Bitches, they cool, I'm glad I got it. You ain't even sweating money in bitches no more. You looking at your money list, long-term investments, money for when you pass on, money for when you buy another piece of property, but looking at it like a status, like, look at me, I'm balling, mother. No, that's for dudes under 40. That's for dudes under 40 that's still talking about money. Look at me, I'm balling. I'm telling y'all, brothers, all you dudes under 40, y'all got a long way to go, brother, to get to this thing called life. Life is like way down there, and you still got a long walk to get to it. And you know how I know? Because I was just like you, and all the rest of us that's in our 40s was just like you. I mean, that's in our 30s, just like you. We've been there. Don't think that we was all like wise shamans and everything in our 30s. We were just like you, thought we knew everything because we had everything and was fucking everything and didn't know a goddamn thing about life. We knew bitches. We knew how to make money. But when it came to life, because we done been through a couple things. We're like, yeah, my mama died when I was 12. Okay, you've been through a couple things, but you ain't been through life. Man, listen, shit. All right. Let y'all dudes in y'all 30s still think y'all doing shit. Y'all ain't doing nothing, bro. Y'all in the sophomore season of life. No offense to you guys. I mean that. But you're in the sophomore season of life. The word sophomore is two words. Sophomore. The word soft is a derivative of, it means to know. It means to be educated. It means to know. The word more means, it comes from the derivative of the word where we get the word moron. It means, in other words, sophomore, like sophomore in college, sophomore in high school, you're not a freshman anymore. But the word sophomore in its original definition means you think you know, but you don't know shit. It means to be wise. The word soft comes from the word also wise. It means to be a wise moron at the same time. Wise moron. Take it from a college recruiter. That's why I know, but it means to be a wise moron. It means you think you know shit, but you don't know a damn thing. And you're in the sophomore stage of life. You ain't no senior yet. Don't nobody call dudes in their 30s senior. You ain't go damn senior. You ain't even a junior yet. Dudes in their 40s to 55, they juniors. Dudes that's in their 50s all the way up to their 60s plus, they call us seniors. Y'all sophomores, man. Wise morons. And we all went through the stage, and nothing wrong with going through that stage. But don't think that you're not in that stage. And when you think that you're not in that stage, that's why you just showed that you're just a wise moron. A sophomore. Shout out to the sophomores out there. I wasn't trying to insult anybody. I was just trying to let guys know, hey, there's a lot of life to live, man, and enjoy every part of the journey. Let me go back to my brothers right here with the super chat. We did Kevin Samuels. We did No Rest for the Worry. Growth Talk. Keep grinding. Respective fields, brother. Shout out to my man Growth Talk again. IQ. We did IQ. We did Kings and Dreams. We did Charles. Oh, we were at Real Blackula. Shout out to my man Real Black. I like that name too. Old school movie. Farty's in the building with the $2 showing the love. He said, what's the best way to apply cologne? Best way to apply colognes behind the ears first. Always. And secondly, because you leave a scent trail. You leave your scent trail. Women can smell it from behind. Second is you could use your forearm or your wrist. Forearm or wrist. Pop, pop. You want to do that. And you might want to do, maybe some dudes do it in the chest to just have a scent. They want to smell it. But the one thing about it, when you do it in your chest, you usually become nose dead, or the scent becomes dead to you after a couple hours, to where other people can still smell it. And you might be like, I don't smell it anymore, because you become, nose dead or scent dead to it. Never, ever, as I mentioned in another time, never put on your cologne like this, man. Never put your cologne on like this. Well, let me put the dispenser correctly. Like this, and then do this. No. You are destroying that cologne's DNA. All colognes, from the cheapest cologne to the most expensive cologne, are created for you to enjoy on 3 levels. The top notes, the mid notes, the bottom notes. The top notes is what you smell when you first spray it. Oh man, that smells so good, this and that. And then about 15, 20 minutes later, it's a complete, oh man, is that so-and-so and so-and-so I'm smelling that? I didn't even know it was coconut in here. Why? You weren't supposed to smell it on the top note. You were supposed to smell it in a few minutes later in the mid notes, that coconut. And then all of a sudden, 2 hours later, you smell yourself and you're smelling some type of sandalwood or some type of vanilla in there, or some type of oud in there that you didn't smell when you first sprayed it. You didn't smell it after 15 minutes, but after 2 or 3 hours, you start, well, that is some oud. I didn't even notice that. That's why the cologne, you don't break up the chemistry or the formula. Don't do this, guys, because you don't get a chance to smell and enjoy all 3 of the notes. I mean, all 3 levels of the, like I say, from the cheapest cologne to the most expensive colognes, have all 3 levels for you to enjoy, as well as other people to enjoy. Remember that part. Like I always in the chest, even though I know the one in the chest will go dead, and then I'll do the 2 wrists, or I'll do the 2 forearms. I'll do those, and bam, I'm good. But no, and don't do the spray scent where you spray it up in the air and you just walk into it. That's gonna go everywhere other than on you. Right? So now you got this expensive cologne, you're spraying it up in the air, and you might get a few droplets, but the floor got most of it. And also, if you don't have to, don't spray directly on your clothes. Why? Some colognes might leave a stain after so many times of doing that. So if you got a white shirt that you spray colognes on often, you'll start to see that shirt turn yellow due to the fact that you often use colognes on it. So don't spray directly onto your clothes if you don't have to. And so that's how you're supposed to apply colognes. And the average cologne lasts from some like Creed colognes. Creed colognes, their lasting power is trash. For a cologne, I got 6 bottles of Creed sitting up here. I rarely wear them. I wore coconut, the Virgin Island water today. That's the pina colada one. Smells just like coconuts, pina colada. And Creed guarantee they don't last no more than 4 hours. I don't care if you got Creed Aventus. So I got my Creed Aventus. I don't give a fuck what you got. Creed does not last. They are never been known as lasting long. You need to, if you got Creed cologne, if you're Creed cologne dudes, you need to have one of these. Why? Because you're going to need to reapply it every 4 hours. So even if you became nose dead to it, everybody else is nose dead to it, because the scent is gone. It just become a body scent. So you need to reapply it every 4 hours with Creeds. That's the only thing I don't like about Creeds, man. You paying $450 for something that don't even last. But then you got Baccarat 540 that don't cost that much, and you can smell somebody with Baccarat for 6 to 8 hours, shoot, sometimes 12 hours from way over there. So it's some colognes just like that. Yep. Shout out to you with the cologne collections, guys. My man Passport Stamp is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. And the brother says, he said, Andrea, I love your truthfulness in the travel commentary. I feel that my travels has definitely made, I'm discuss that in a second too, has definitely made me look in the mirror and see my imperfections, which we all have, and then work on my future self, which we all should do. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Remember we did a couple of days ago, we did those reactions. Shout out to my man, Obi Land. I'm going to say this again. Shout out to you, Obi Land. Remember over the past couple of videos we did, or Obi Land videos where dudes were getting drugged? How come I went out to the sports bar where all of us brothers hang out here in Cali, Colombia, right? That a brother owns now. And brother, as soon as I sat down, a brother said, he said, Dre, what are you about to order? I said, well, I'm about to order me some fish to eat. Then I'm about to order me some drinks. He said, whatever you order tonight is on me. I don't care if it's top shelf. I don't care if it's best. It's on me. And I was like, okay, brother. He said, I'm going to tell you why. He said, I was literally about to do everything that those dudes did in that video about the one that got kidnapped and had to fight the dudes off. He said, I was about to do what the other dude did. He said, I was bored and I got on the apps. He said, and he said, I connected with this female, and he said, and she told me to come over. He said, and it was a shady area of Cali. And he said, I was about to come over. He said, then you sent me the video, and it was 3 hours long. I'm like, I don't feel like watching the live stream. Andre talking for 3 hours. He said, but something just told me, well, just watch the first few minutes. He said, man, next thing I know, I'm watching at least about an hour of it, and I'm seeing everything that I'm about to do that these dudes did. He said, because I watched that live stream of you doing a reaction to Obi Land, he said, brother, I did not make that mistake. And I met another young lady that was quality, that was off the apps. And that young lady was there that evening. Last night, she was hanging out with us. Really nice sister. He said, so I am buying you dinner, brother, and whatever you want to drink. He said, because you saved me from making that mistake. I said, well, it wasn't me. I said, it was Obi Land, man. We're just doing a reaction to the brother's video. But I appreciate you appreciating what we're doing over here. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, a lot of times that truthfulness might not be something that guys want to hear, but I put it out there so somebody might see it weeks later or days later, and that might have an impact upon them. And I was so happy for that brother when he said, man, I wasn't going to watch the video. He said, but when I looked every step that those guys were making, I was literally doing and was about to do. He said, man, listen. He said, man, I met somebody completely different. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man, the Zay, in the building. He said, RIP to the Godfather. Thanks for all the knowledge, Andre. Hope to see you when I touch down next week. Yes, sir, Zay. Countdown. Hey, Zay, let me make sure that I write down, put you on the whiteboard for brothers that are coming to town over the next month. So if you plan on coming to Cali, Colombia in the next month, guys, either email me or put it in the comments section, or usually with a super chat. Let me know that you guys are coming so I can put you on the list so all of us will know who's in the city, who's not in the city, when you're coming down. So this is like my whiteboard. Part of it is like accountability board, so I'll know who's here. Like I can sit back and hit up Zay. I'll be like I'll be bored. Okay, I know Troy is busy. All right. Let me hit up Zay. Zay, what you doing? Nothing. Hey, I'm about to head up to so-and-so nightclub, man. You want to head out with me? Shoot. Okay, I'm coming to pick you up in about 30 minutes. You dressed? Yeah, no, I need to get ready. All right, pick you up in an hour. How can I say that? Because I know Zay is in town. It's those things that this is why I keep the list, because I know who's in town, who's not in town, and I get a chance to sit back and hit you guys up to say, hey, what are you up to? How you enjoying your trip? Do you need any help with anything? Little things like that. Shout out to my man Zay being in the building. And I'll see you when you get here, brother. Kings and Dreams in the building. And Zay, if you don't have my WhatsApp number, dude, do me a favor. Shoot me an email, man. Shoot me an email so you and I can exchange information so we can, or if you're not in the WhatsApp groups, or if you're not in the Patreon, get in the Patreon as well, Zay, so I can make sure that you get into the WhatsApp groups of all the other dudes that are down here. But make sure that you hit me up. Let me see. There's my email right there. Shoot me an email, man. So, because I'm going to put you on the whiteboard, but I just want to make sure that you and I have communication so when you get down here. There we go. All right. Once again, my man Kings and Dreams. He said Crimson Dre is cooking. Shout out to you, brother. I'm trying to get Crimson Cure on the show, man. I'm reaching out to her next week. Shout out to my man Will in the building. Yes, sir. My dude. He said, tell him to ask me. He said, I'm 62. What's up, Dre? In the chat. Hey, man, Will know. Will always down here, man. The ladies love him some Will. I ain't gonna even lie to you about that one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't hide his grays at all. He like me. We don't hide the grays. We don't hide the grays. Shout out to you. He said, I'm well groomed. Check. Well dressed. Check. Yes, Kings does keep it clean. And charming and winning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Will says, he said, I'm living my best life, a traveling fella, but prepare yourself and respect the countries and the culture. Absolutely correct, man. He's correct. And Will is always down here, man. So he's always doing this thing. Always doing this thing. And let me know when next time you're coming down, Will, because you know we got our favorite restaurant that we go to. You know how we do, Will. And Dave says this. Shout out to my man Dave in the building with the $20. He said, each and every time I think that I know a few things, Andre blesses me with more information on life. Appreciate you, brother. Happy birthday also. Yes, sir. Happy birthday to you, even though it's not my birthday. But I'll take hey, Dave, that's one of my jokes, my ongoing jokes, where I'll sit back and say, yeah, you guys already know I'm 92 and I'll be 91 tomorrow. So it's not my birthday, but the reason why, if you guys wonder why I start cracking the joke of being an older dude in our age preferences, because I remember when there was a couple of YouTubers over the last month got into it. It was younger dude versus the older dude, and it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that at all, because here in South America, women look at us as, if you're a good dude, you're a good dude, no matter what age. And so I started just joking with it. Like, okay. I started joking with it when it come to age. Love to travel? Yes, we do, brother. I'm glad that you're here, brother, with the $5. He said, I appreciate you, my brother, from Cambodia. Man, we were talking about Cambodia last night while we was at the bar. We were all talking, because a lot of the brothers were on their way to Australia. Then there was the one brother that was with us from Australia. And then there was another brother who had just got back from Australia. And they were all planning on the few brothers were planning on heading out to Asia. And so we were like, man, you guys got to get to Cambodia. And so I pulled up the video. I put up on WhatsApp, not WhatsApp, sorry, on Google, some of the Afro-Cambodian women, the black Cambodian, man, listen. And just everyday Cambodia, man, dude sleeping on Cambodia. I kid you not. If I was single and I ain't gonna even lie. I won't lie. I would be spending very little time in Thailand. Man, I'd be in Cambodia. I ain't gonna even lie. I won't even lie. I saw them Cambodian sisters. I was like, what? Oh yeah, that's Dre right there. That's Dre right there. So yeah. Shout out to Cambodia, man. I ain't gonna even lie. We were talking about that last night, man. Shout out to my man Timothy in the building. He said, are the Cohan sneakers you're wearing? I don't know what. I don't know. I got these in the States. I forgot where I purchased them from. But yeah, I need to clean now because I wore them today. Now I got to clean the white part. But yeah. Oh no, these are Franzis or Forenzi or Frenzy 1. FARANZA. FAR, yeah, Forenzi. I don't know. You know one thing about fashion sneaks. You really kind of like look at them as being fashion sneaks, other than what the brand was. But as long as they're comfortable, I always think about my fashion sneaks. Are they comfortable as well? Shout out to you guys. Let's get back to the videos. And shout out to my man Kevin Samuels, man. This brother is truly missed.
Understand something. If you are a single man with no children and you are earning $75,000 or more, you are now platinum. Shout out to platinum. If you're making 6 figures or more, you are now diamond level. If you're making $55,000 to $60,000, you are gold. You are far more valuable than you have ever been. And here's the trick. You guys don't know how valuable you are. And that is why so many of my critics and detractors are angry at me, because I am waking men up to their true value. That's why they want me shut up. That's why they want me off this. They don't, because of the impact it's having upon right-thinking men and right-thinking women. It is making it more and more, it's making it less and less possible for men to get bad deals. That's why every day I walk out in this world, I get love from men. Every single day. Shout out to the two young dudes. Hadn't even hit puberty yet. No offense, but y'all still look young to me. They could barely get the words out. Those dudes had to be 14, 15. Thank you. Those men are going to have a different outcome because they're not going to accept bad deals. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh? Uh-oh.
I weigh about...
To what?
Depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 400 every 2 weeks.
So you make 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
Hey, so you're a deadbeat.
No, really, not really. But
no, yes, that's really you are. You're a deadbeat. You're a deadbeat. You want a beautiful woman for free.
So how come other guys get it free, Kevin?
We're not worried about other guys. We're talking about you, Nicholas. You came in here talking about whether gynocracy is an error, and you're a deadbeat.
Why Kevin really know? I wouldn't say that.
You said the men are victimized by the gynocracy. I can play the tape, so I'm very good at what I do. We've gotten down to the point that you can have access to these women. You got the means, everything else. You just don't want to pay for it. You want it for free, i.e., you're a deadbeat. So, and your only standard is like, well, other guys can get it for free. Yeah, but they may be paying with a currency you don't have. It's called like social skills. They're paying for it. They're just not paying for it with the money. See, the problem is you. And I don't like cheap men who try to blame their problems on other things. You can be cheap, but you can't say you want beautiful women for free.
We'll let the next one.
People don't tell women the truth these days. Men get told the truth all the time. Women have no problem telling a man, I don't want an average man. It happens every day on my show. TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men, you ain't crap. But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with the woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan. I think that's interesting.
I would still like to have a family. I don't want to have a single.
You have a family. You have 3 children, and you're a high school graduate.
Yes, sir.
And you've been reduced to staying at home with your children. And you came on asking questions about women. You don't need to be doing anything with women. You need to be a monk until you get your stuff together. That means some sort of profession. Because honestly, man, you're not living like a man. You're living like a woman. Effectively, you might as well be on government assistance.
Ooh, damn.
What's the most you ever made per hour?
$19 an hour.
The average woman in this country black woman earns $37,000. Effectively, you're a woman.
Damn.
And I'm not joking, man. I'm not saying this to clown you, but I'm concerned that you came in talking about women and you got 3 mouths to feed. You can't make any more babies and you got to get someplace to where you're earning enough money because are you on state-run child support?
No, sir. I take care of my kids.
I don't think you understand. Look, all they need to do to screw you up is one of those 2 women put you on child support. Taking care of them or not. It's a punitive measure. And then the government, the state watches everything. So my point is, you don't need to worry about women. You need to get a profession or 2 and putting in 60 hours a week minimum. You're behind, man. You're really, really, really behind. 27 with 3 kids. So women are not on your radar. So I said, you need a roommate so you can save money. Is that your roommate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Male or female?
Male.
Okay.
The women can tell I'm not getting no play.
Did anybody, all 462 people in the chat room can tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting.
No, I'm not afraid of rejection.
Really?
No, I'm not. Not at all.
Really? So why haven't you done it?
I just haven't. I don't know. It's
so you're 20. You're not afraid of rejection. Do you babe?
Yeah.
Would you rather get some pussy?
I mean, I'd rather be with a woman, but you know.
Oh, okay. So let's start there. Your natural biology works. In order to be with a woman, you got to go approach him and talk to him and seduce him. But when you settle and afraid for rejection, your hand will do. Women like men who other women like. Women like men who are experienced. And the only way you're going to get, because you're not rich, you're not famous, not the dominant alpha male or the super select guy. Only way you're going to end up becoming pre-select is by approaching women.
So women can tell I'm not getting no play?
Did anybody, all 462 people in the chat room could tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting. Because you're a guy that said you don't think you should have to approach women. They should give you choosing signals.
White women, do white women act like they belong to white men?
Yes.
Yes or no? Do Hispanic women act like they belong to Hispanic men?
Absolutely.
Do Asian women act like they belong to Asian men?
Definitely.
Do Middle Eastern women act like they belong to Middle Eastern men?
Yes.
Do black women act like they belong to black men?
By and large, no. But those...
The fact that you had to even put a modifier on there says you are still conflicted with the reality you are seeing. There was no modifier ever before black people. No modifier.
100%.
And see, that's the problem. And that's the problem. Because it is going to come down to women checking women and getting you guys straight. We cannot fix you because you have no respect for us. You only respect each other. And if we can't rely on the educated of you and the intelligent of you and the learned of you to at least be honest, black men will sit back saying, who the fuck can we rely on? Honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that men can't. Black men are just asking black women to be nice to us. That's it. Just be nice to us. And they can't get that en masse on a regular basis.
We're going to end it right there with Kevin. And he ended it talking to the ladies. Letting the ladies know, like, listen, you're part of why men are the way that they are and why we're using passports as well. But he also talked about high value men not treating themselves as high value men. Make sure that you guys treat yourself the way that you deserve to be treated and expect others to treat you with the way that you deserve to be treated. For the low value man, you don't have to always stay low. There's always room for growth for us all. For us all, there's always room for growth. So that's the cool part. If you feel like, or if you notice that you're a low value man in any particular area of life, whether it be your health, whether it be your finances, whether it be your spirituality, whether it be how you treat relationships or others. If you treat yourself as, or treat others with a low value, you can get better when it comes to communicating and how you handle yourself with other people. But we're going to end the show with this. We're going to make sure we hit all the super chats. Shout out to my man, Kings and Dreams. Just like many of you, you said, listen, I'm ready to go to sleep. It's been 3 hours. we just want to let guys know that we all still miss, still love, still appreciate Kevin Samuels. Continue to watch the content on his channel, because I'm telling you, on his channel, there's going to be some stuff that you had not seen, especially within the first 4 years of his content. So shout out to you guys for being here. I make sure I've read all the last super chats. I know my man, somebody asked me about a cologne. Timothy said, Andre, so what occurred for men smell? You know what? I don't know why I never smelled Curve for Men. I guess because I always in Macy's and Target, and I didn't look at it as a serious cologne. So by the time I got here to Colombia, I've never smelled it. I need to smell. You know what? I need to smell that. That's a good cologne I need to smell. He said, yep. White backyard Kevin was different. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those choosing signals. Yes, sir. Women don't not give. He waiting around for women to give him choosing signals. That's low value men. Low value men wait around, bruh. I be giving y'all the secret on how to do it. Play the law of ratio. I'm talking about for his average dude. See, there are dudes out there that they could throw money out there and they play the law of ratio, because I throw money out there, the ladies want me. Cool, got you. That ain't us. Not us mere mortals. We're regular dudes. Some of you dudes, y'all were born with the chisel looks, and that's the rest of us mere mortals. We ain't got the chisel look. Some of y'all got gray hair like my man Will, but it's wavy and it's going down your neck like Will. I ain't got that. I'm bald. So I'm talking to us regular everyday dudes. We got to play the law of ratio. That means that you're going to approach 10 women. You might get rejected by 5, but I guarantee you, if you approach, let's put it like this. I bet you if I was in Brazil, I'd be with an attractive woman anyway, just like in Colombia. You know why? Because I don't have a problem with taking no from 10 hot women or yes from 10 hot women. If I'm gonna be in Colombia, or if I'm in Brazil or Thailand or whatever it may be, DR, Europe, I'm walking up to 10 baddies. I might walk away with 5 to 7 no's. But them 3 fine mothers that said yes, I'm good. Those 3 that said yes to me will make me forget all about the other 7 that said no. So you might as well walk up to baddies anyway. Because why would you walk up to 7 baddies and then walk up to 3 fatties and get a yes from 3 fatties? And now you daydreaming about the 7 baddies. No, walk up to all 10 baddies. If you get 9 yeses, cool. If you get 9 no's, cool. Because that one yes gonna make you forget all about them other 9 bitches that said no anyway. Always walk up on what you want. But Dre, I don't know. Damn it. I walk up on them and I didn't know Spanish. How you think I met Andrea? Walking up, not knowing a damn lick of Spanish. This was 6 years ago. And I've been living happily ever after. And if Andrea had said no, guess what? I'd have walked up on another 9. Don't you ever not walk up on what you want. If you want a nice, attractive woman and you like that, make sure you get with her. Shout out to my man Ransom. Before we end, this will be the last statement of the evening. He said, I keep Curve Black in my car when I drive for Lyft. It smells good. He said, but lacks protection and longevity or projection in regards. It doesn't project far and longevity, and it doesn't last long. You get what you pay for. So if you're getting the Curve, yeah, it ain't gonna last long and it won't project like you want it to. I would consider Curve a great going to bed cologne. Even though I haven't smelled it, from your description, I think that it would be a great going to sleep cologne where you can lay next to a young lady and it doesn't project that much, and you don't need to last that long. You just need her to know that her man's smelling good even while you snoring. Once again, this is Andrea and Andrea, Love Crossing Borders. We're about to head up out of here, guys, and you know how we do.
Hey, son. Hey, son. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck. Up the budget, cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Megan, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', peep the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Ain't got it, they just be talking. Ain't got it, they just be talking. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit from me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, they know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Falling so hard, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you getting left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching you next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in. The eye on me, you know what I'm repping. It's eyes, so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget, send us the budget. She wanna suck in my hands on her weed, she tell me don't touch it. She don't. We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cashing it in. Damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch it, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene and we all for being.
Like it or love it, I had you just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.
Like it or love it, they know how